welcome to the station of decapitation. This is Without Your Head. I'm Nasty Neal.
I'm Tara Hutchison.
We're joined by Luc Besson, director of Dracula. It's good to talk to you.
Very nice to see you guys.
Yeah. So there's been many adaptations of Dracula. Why did you decide, I want to do a new one?
Oh, because I've never watched the others. No, it's something very.
Did you know there
It's
were others?
no, I know there are others for sure, but if you start like this, you will never say a love story again because we have Romeo and Juliet. So it's just an artist make a proposition of a version of something. Like if you ask like big cook, big chef, to do a cheeseburger, no one will do the same, and that's the beauty of it, And you can prefer this one or this one, but my proposition is that Dracula is a dandy, and he's in love, and that's what the movie is about. It's about this guy, this man, who's gonna wait 400 years because he wants to see his wife again, and it's very romantic. It's closer to Beauty and the Beast, I think, than Dracula.
Interesting. So, along those lines, you want to bring in, non-horror fans, and is there ever any concern that, maybe like real hardcore horror fans, there's not enough horror for them?
I think the real horror fans, that's not for them. But if they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, it's maybe for them. Because it's a love story. So, that's my message. I mean, that's something we miss right now. If you watch the news and it's so hard and rough, and the proposition is like, what about a little love? You know,
Aww.
in the city, in life. It's just that. It's just when you're an artist and you make movies, you're not healing cancer or anything, but we are aspirin. So for 2 hours, I want you to forget your life, forget the world, and go to 17th, 18th, 19th century with dresses everywhere and fun and music.
I would say it's been a long time since I've teared up in a movie.
Oh,
Like it snuck up on me out of nowhere. I'm just watching it. It takes you through a wild ride, passion and adventure and then, there's a part where I was just all and I'm just like, this was such a passionate love story. I had to sit there and the credits were just rolling and I'm like, okay, I gotta watch this again.
but to tell you the truth, the first time I saw the film finished, I cried almost 10 times.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when you're putting together, Dracula's story, there's all different, mythologies for Dracula and vampires. Like, how do you pick like what you use and what you don't? Like he doesn't turn into a bat. He doesn't,
So I was very concentrate on the love story, and I want to use the element of horror, like the blood, the vampire, and things. But I want to have a little fun with it, just to to switch a little bit. Like for example, the priest talk about garlic, and he say, "Oh, I heard garlic works, but I don't think so," and it makes me laugh.
What?
Or they say, "Oh, you need a crucifix, but okay, it works with this also." Just to play a little bit with the element, to respect the genre and the code, and talking about like having your head off. At least in the movie, you have it,
Uh-huh.
but it's terrible. But you're also laughing in the scene. The fact that she wake up again and start screaming. I just want to have fun with it.
Mhm. And for a romance, what made Zoe Blue like perfect for the romantic lead in the movie?
Zoe, it's very funny because I didn't realize at the beginning that she was the daughter of Rosanna Arquette, and I shot with Rosanna Arquette when she was 28 in the Big Blue, and now here is Zoe, 28 years old, and the first time I've seen Zoe, she was big like this, you know. And we went through a couple of tests with other actresses, and I push, and she was the best of the test. So we pick up her because she was the best on the try on the
Hmm.
test. That's it. And then I was happy that it's the daughter of Rosanna and all this, and it's family. But that was not the. You can't take someone. You have to take the best person, not your friend or anything.
Yeah. And when you're putting this story together, because like people can understand why Dracula is in love with her, but do you think about like, well, why is she drawn to him?
Mm.
I think it's the mystery of love. You know, sometimes your families tell you like, oh, this will be perfect for you, and you're like, yeah, but I love this, or I love this person, and that's the mystery of love. You know, you're a tall guy, the girl is small, or the opposite, or like it's a mystery. And you know what? I'm so happy it's a mystery. Don't try to break the mystery.
Mhm.
Just like met people, men, women, doesn't matter. And you're just like, you don't know why. Is it the voice? Is it the eye? Is it the way to move? The way it doesn't matter. But it strike you like the storm, you know, it fall on you, and that's it.
Mhm. And you have a really cool gargoyles in the movie, which are very fun.
Those were
Yeah, the
cool.
gargoyle have fun. You know, the idea of the gargoyles is there's a moment I say, okay, he's in this castle for 400 years. Who's going to clean up the castle? And I try to resolve the mystery. Like, do he has like people that he bites who do the cleaning for him, or like how resolve the problem? And then I watch TV, and then Notre Dame burned. You know, the cathedral in Paris burned. And then there's gargoyles on the thing. I say, oh, here are the cleaners. You know, they are the guardians of the temple. And that's where the ID comes from.
And I thought it was interesting too that and sometimes like Dracula's like satanic in a way, like he sells his soul to the devil, but in your movie it's not really that way. He kind of loses his faith and then and maybe gets some of that back, or he loses his faith in God, not that like he joins the devil.
Yep, exactly. He doesn't trust him anymore.
Mm.
Tara, did you have another question?
Oh, yes. What was your favorite scene to film?
To film or to watch?
Both.
That's interesting.
To film, probably the dance,
Mm.
you know, because we have the music and we have the ballet and all these dancers dancing in the same time with costume from every court of Europe. So that was like really nice to do, very pleasant, because the shots are very simple. There's few camera, the camera doesn't move, so I can be there and watch the thing. And to shoot was probably this one,
Mm.
but to film, uh, you know, like he's waiting for her for 400 years, and then one day at a certain point, he's gonna see her again. And we were so tense, Zoe, Caleb, and me, because we knew that it's the moment that you wait for an hour in the movie. You wait for them to meet, and that was like we were like, ugh, like this. And the shots are very simple. It's traveling both, but Caleb was magical. You know, like I put the camera on his face, and I can see on the back, I can see her walking, and I can see in his face he start to have tears, and you can see all the love that he has for her, and that break my heart when we shoot it. That was a wonderful moment. And another one that I really love that was very complex to do, but is with the nuns. You know, when the when the nuns do a pyramids, so they're all dancers. That takes 3 days to do. It's
Wow.
it was hard, but
Yeah.
it's I love the scene. It's beautiful.
And is this the definitive cut of the movie? Will there ever be like an extended version of the film?
No,
It's a
no,
good answer.
I like to, you know, I went from Joan of Arc to Fifth Element,
Yeah,
and
very
I love
different
that.
films. Yeah.
Yeah, I love to go from. I love that. I love to. That's going to another world. In fact,
Hmm.
So I was passionate for 2 years about Dracula. I read everything about the book and the time. Like what happened at this time and thing. The funny thing is with the costume designer, actually 2,000 costumes. We did this timetable. So we put like drawings of each the dress, for example, and for women and for men from 14th century to 19th century. And then
Interesting.
we put all the thing. And the funny thing is, you see, for example, the dress going up on the century and going down again. You see the hair going up and down. You see the big collar here.
Yeah.
It appears it became very, very big, and then like a century after it goes down, and you see the beginning of not jeans but pen coming.
Mhm.
So and it's very funny to see the timetable, and you see the movement of the clothes.
Yeah, it's that
You know?
evolution of man. It's the evolution of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
clothes. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, congratulations on the movie. Everyone can go see it this Friday. And Tara was serious because we watched a movie together and she teared up in the movie.
There you guys.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye. The Station of Decapitation without your head. I'm Nasty Neal.
I'm Tara Hutchison.
Yes.
Hey guys,
Hey, it's good to see you
Hello.
both.
good
So,
to see you.
yeah. So Caleb, taking over such an iconic role that's been portrayed so many times, what goes through your mind to take that on?
All I'm thinking about is the paycheck and how easy it's gonna be. And no, it's nothing but nerves and freaking out and thinking you can't do it. It's all the stuff you'd expect if you were to do it yourself, maybe.
Fair enough. All right.
Oh,
And,
where do I start? Where do we go? Oh no, what do we do? How's that gonna? Oh boy. Uh, and then at some point, you just don't have you don't get the luxury of getting those feelings anymore, and you don't get the luxury of that time anymore to think about it in those ways, which is good because otherwise nothing would happen, and you'd probably just be freaking out for years on end.
do you
Um,
watch do you watch other Draculas, or do you want to keep that like completely out of your mind when you're about
I,
to perform him?
I think when Luke I can't remember if he'd sent the script or he hadn't sent the script, but we were together, and I think we watched. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I've got the memory wrong, but I can't remember if we watched it together. Oldman,
Mm,
Coppola's version,
yeah.
or if we'd watched it separately and we both went, "Okay, let's go." Let's try. You know? I won't get into it too much, but it felt like there was space. There was a place for something else because we'd both considered this to be our favorites, and you said that was your favorite, and um, you know,
Until now.
but yeah, scared very much.
And Zoe, the idea of Dracula's a love story, and I think people can understand why Dracula is like in love with Elizabeth or Elizabetha. But like for your character, like what do you think about like why are you drawn to Vlad? The reincarnated version,
Okay, Mina.
Mina.
Okay. I think there's a love feels like a kind of magic, doesn't it? It can feel like when you love someone, you can almost feel like you're under a spell.
Wrote
And
2x4 to the face.
yeah, that too. But I think there's an aura to Dracula when she meets him. There's like even though he's meant to be this monstrous character, I think there's like an aura of love around him, which is the love he has for Elizabeta. And that brings a kind of music. She starts to hear this like music that starts to almost haunt her, and it starts to ignite something inside of her that makes her remember herself. And I think the thing, at least for me, that I find so beautiful about true love is that you can, I mean, it makes you feel like you're being seen for the first time, and you're being like met. And I think Mina finds, it's almost like she hears like a chime when she sees him. She's like, and it's like that gong effect, you know, when two souls are destined for each other. There's like this magic there, and I think he brings her back to herself, which is a beautiful thing about love. It brings you closer to yourself in a way, and yeah, I think that's what she's attracted to, other than being handsome and charming.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like, why would you
And
be attracted to
mysterious.
this guy or something? But yeah.
And wealthy.
Well, it's good because it's written, you know. It says right there, you know, the love of her life.
Yeah, love of
Pretty clear what needs to be.
yeah,
what we
what
need
needs
to
to be
see.
done. Yeah, yeah, apple of her eye.
Terry, do you have a question?
Yes. Caleb, when it shows Dracula in all the different time periods throughout the 400 years, which version of him was your favorite to play? Like
I think
costume-wise.
the Venetian court, I think, was my favorite. I just like the get up, I think, and I love Amadeus. You know, there's something
yeah.
about
Great movie.
there's something about maybe I don't know. I look more normal in those clothes than somebody.
It really
I don't know.
suits you. Okay.
I almost don't recognize you right
The-
now, actually.
The fair skin and the freckles and the
He's a
red
cowboy,
hair and-
actually.
And
No,
then-
Yeah, I
that
didn't
was a
expect
lot of
that, to be
fun.
honest. So.
I
For
think it was a lot
Zoe-
of fun also because of the scene though, and it was I like things like that I know we know what it needs to be, but we're not sure how we're gonna get there, but we know that this moment needs to become like this. But what does it look like? How does it happen? And figuring that out why we're shooting is sometimes really exciting.
I think you were about to ask Zoe something, Tara.
Oh, yes. The costumes were so beautiful. For your character, which costume was your favorite?
Oof. That's a tough one. I would say Elizabeta's purple velvet princess dress. That veil. Oh my God. I really did feel like a princess when I put it on. My inner child, who was always wearing a tiara, was like, you know, like so excited to have her little princess moment as an adult. Yeah, God, it was so beautifully designed, and all the pearls and all the detail, it just really
Really beautiful.
yeah, so beautiful.
And so much attention, and also at such a speed too that everyone's figuring these things out, and you know, and making them real.
Yeah.
And there was a beautiful costume that we didn't end up wearing in the film. And it was a really white. I don't know if you saw that one I was wearing.
Oh yeah.
It's really white. It was gorgeous, but it wasn't. It was one costume too many.
How many costume changes did you
I think it was
have?
like 27 or 28.
Oh, wow.
Or 24, something. But I think it was important that when we see Dracula at 400, we always see him in this way. And I think too many costumes of him changing at 400 years would have been distracting.
Yeah, yeah. He's not worried about putting on different.
Yeah, yeah,
suits at that
exactly.
point in
I think
time,
that was Luke's argument, you know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But,
I like that.
But Corinne had created this beautiful kind of
feel like I've-
ethereal
Ye-
butterfly
Yes, I remember it. Oh, yeah.
alien.
I'm seeing it in my head.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Shame.
I want to ask both of you, what it's like to work with Christoph Waltz, because he's almost, I wouldn't say comic relief, but he sort of is in the movie.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Totally is. My favorite phrase, or my favorite way of describing him is world-class man. He's a gentleman and got a strange sense of humor, but he's so elegant
Yeah,
and
very smart and articulate, and easy to talk to.
oh yeah, kind.
The nervousness that I feel towards him is, I think I've made it up on my own, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
And it just
same.
comes from watching films, you know?
Yeah, especially
In the
after
past.
Inglorious Bastards or something.
No, gosh. Is he behind me? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm like
Because
sweating
he
a
does
little
give
bit.
such a masterful, such a controlled performance
Yeah.
time and time again in his work that it is daunting when you get to meet a fellow actor that is also
Yeah,
as good as they are.
Yeah.
When they're that close to your face.
And
Yeah.
you guys are, so to speak, gonna get in the ring together and
You got to battle him.
see what happens.
So
Well, you know what happens because it's written, but
no spoilers. So it's a Valentine's Day movie. It'll be out for Valentine's Day. What is it about vampires that people do find sexy?
that's a good question. I
I
have no idea.
I don't know,
It's that
because
vampire feet.
they're so thirsty.
I kind of like that. All right.
Yeah.
Because they have, great thirst.
Does it have to
for
do with our obsession with death and the macabre and
It's the fangs. Oh, it's. I think the
And
sensuality
danger?
of the neck.
So it's different for
The
each
neck
person.
is very sexy.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Well, congratulations on the movie, and everyone go see it this weekend.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
thank
Thank
you
you.
for your
guys.
time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey, and we're
Hello.
live here. Yeah,
I am here. You are here.
we are. We're live here at the Station of Decapitation. You may have heard it here without your head. I'm Nasty Neal.
I am Tara Hutchison.
Yeah, I feel like we've actually done that 3 times now on the show. Introduced ourselves, I
At
guess.
this point, right?
Yeah.
If people don't remember our names, that would be crazy.
It would be. So Troy will be joining us. AJ hopes to be joining us. And momentarily, in about 7 minutes, we're going to be joined by Lee Romaire, who's an FX and animatronic artist on Frankenstein. So I thought this really worked out well. It's a Dracula and Frankenstein show.
Hell yeah. It's all the classic monsters.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
He's worked on a lot of other stuff. Five Nights at Freddy's, and he's done animatronics for Disneyland and stuff. So it'll be fun to talk to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He did a lot of that. He did all the animal stuff in Frankenstein, and we got a bunch of cool photos of his work that we'll be posting during the show.
Like CGI or
No, he actually made they're real, wolves and
Really?
yeah, wolves and a sheep. Some unfortunately killed animals in the movie. They're not real animals, but
Oh. You know what's
really well work. Really good work.
the other day I was going to get coffee and I saw this man and he had this truck and he had this cage in the back and there was a straight up wolf.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, me and Larry were like, is that a wolf? So we're like, we're gonna go ask him. So we went up to him and we're like, is that a wolf in there? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I breed wolves for films.
Oh wow.
And then he sells the puppies because he trains them and breeds them. And some of the wolves that he bred were used in Frankenstein.
Really? Oh wow, that's a weird coincidence.
And the gray and all these things. And he's like, oh, I just take the wolf out in the cage to socialize it with people. And so I got to reach through and pet it. It was,
Really? Oh wow, that's really wild.
It was crazy because he had marks all up his arms. And I'm like, I can imagine.
Oh, the guy from scratches and
Yeah, from just the wolves he deals with. But yeah, he's the breeder for movie wolves.
damn, that's really a wild coincidence.
Isn't that crazy?
Tommy Jordan here. Awesome interview. When is the last time Tara went to church?
Honestly, Tommy, probably 6 months ago.
Okay, all right. Honestly, I would say lots more than me. I've never been to church besides to like oh no, it's not true. I go to I go to a church thrift store to buy stuff for puppets, but I've never been to like church service.
I've always wanted to go to a Catholic church service because it seems really metal for some reason. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, for some reason, is that like
I live there's so when you're here for Arbor Day, there's a really big there's a lot of really old cemeteries which are cool, but there is a big Catholic cemetery, and what's kind of creepy is a couple things. So it's got non-desecrated land where they bury people who committed suicide and stuff because they're not supposed to which it seems like, why would you want your like family buried on that? You know what I mean? It seems pretty bad. But the creepy ones, I've taken pictures of them, or they have a whole section just for newborns. And so the tombstones just have the date they were born and the date they died. So it's just one day. And some of them have the name, and some of them just say baby. They don't even have a name on them.
oh,
So that's like really like, you just feel weird when you're looking at it in that section.
poor little kids.
Yeah. I like to bring everyone down on the show, but
Let's just take it down now.
yeah. I didn't mean, you know what? I had some of the people from the Church of Satan booked once on the show. I was gonna have them on for around Christmas one year to do a black mass on the show, but we never did. Did I ever tell you I was at a black mass?
Really?
Yeah, it was so they played this documentary about the Church of Satan at Boston Underground Film Festival. And the guy Lucian Graves, I think his name is, who's like that runs it.
Oh yes, that's him.
Yeah, he's got
Got, like the eye.
yeah. And so he took whoever wanted to go down to this Chinese restaurant. It's called the Hong Kong, I think. And they've performed a black mass in the Chinese restaurant, and they kicked us all out.
Why in that restaurant?
I don't know why, to be honest. Yeah. And so like they had like a naked guy like laying on the table, and so like they're like, oh, I can't believe they're, but it's like, well, you can't do that in a restaurant. I mean, obviously that's why we got kicked out. And then I think they had a plan, because then the next day they gave out all these magnets and buttons that said, I survived the black mass of Boston Underground Film Festival.
Cool.
Yeah, I have one. I think I have the magnet on my refrigerator upstairs.
They made a magnet for it.
Yeah. I survived the black mass of Boston Underground Film Festival.
I think back in the day, we photographed. Oh, hi, Troy.
Hello. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Excellent, thanks.
Good to see you.
Yes,
see you.
the gang's well, not quite all here. We're still AJ. He hopes to make it, but he might not be able to make it.
I hope you can. AJ is always hilarious.
Yeah, we love AJ here.
That was a super cool interview.
Yeah, it was really special. Lots of reasons to have them on, all three of them. And it was honestly really cool for Tara for the first time to join me on the press day. And I think it was a really
that
big
was
one to be
awesome.
able to
Yeah,
join me
yep.
for.
And you couldn't ask for like a better movie because we got to see it early and it was so much fun and stuff. So that was totally awesome.
It was. I was like visibly flushed. I'm like, pressure's all high.
Would you be against me having someone from the church? There's two different ones. The Satanic, I think it's the Satanic Temple and the Church of Satan. There's two different ones.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to talk to.
Why not?
One of them's in Salem, the Satanic Temple, or the tapes. I think it's called the Satanic Temple.
I worked with a model back in the day that was a priestess for the Satanic Temple.
Oh, wow.
And she had like a forked tongue.
Oh, wow.
She was really nice. She was really
Yeah.
awesome, actually. We did a photo shoot with her in like a Pikachu onesie. You know what I mean?
That's so cool. I love it.
And a kitten. Like, it was very wholesome.
Tommy Jordan, what are Tara's thoughts on OIB quitting in your head? Well, we hope he comes back here eventually.
I think he just had a bad night. I think he'll be back.
My thoughts are I feel bad for him. And if he's listening to this, I hope that he knows that nothing was done out of meanness and that it was just fun and that he's a very valuable person.
Yeah, he's one of the co-founders of this show too, me, Troy, and John.
Yeah, like I feel so bad that he quit. So I really hope that he can come back and maybe.
Yeah, I want him to come on here sometime and meet everybody, meet the new folks.
Yeah, I think he'll have so much fun.
Yeah.
Like,
so, we do have the next guest on, and thanks, Tommy. 5 gifted memberships. We appreciate that. Help support the show.
Go, Tommy! Woo!
he's a piece of pizza.
He is, but now joining us, effects and animatronics artist of Frankenstein, all kinds of cool stuff. Lee Romaire. Thank you for joining us.
Good. How are you?
Thank you for having me. Good.
So we're going to start with Frankenstein, but we're going to move all around because you have an interesting career. So how did you, first of all, like, what is your involvement in Frankenstein for people who aren't aware?
We made a bunch of dead animals. Yeah, my friend Mike Hill, who is an amazing artist and creature designer, he actually was asked by Guillermo to design and create the creature for the movie. He called me and asked me to do the animals for the film. Obviously he was tasked with creating hundreds of body parts and dead bodies and animals and things like that. So he called me and said, do you want to do this? And I'm like, of course. I think it's going to be a great project, and thank you for asking me. So that's how it all started.
So when you're making so I saw that like when you were younger that you learned to be a taxidermist with your father.
Wow.
Yes.
So at that time, did you ever think like I'm going to take this to go into movies, or did you think what did you think like you would do with that skill?
So when I was younger, I love things that look realistic. So it wasn't just animal. I loved animals. I loved dinosaurs, obviously, but I was drawn to, it could be a fake rock or it could be a fake tree. My parents took me to Disney World at a very young age. So I was, very into the Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion and the Jungle Cruise. But coming from Louisiana in a small town, everyone had a duck on the wall or a fish, something like that. So I gravitated towards that and I would study them. And someone who worked for my dad did it as a hobby, and he showed me how to mount a little crawfish, and I did that. And I was very young, probably 7 or 8, and I learned. He showed me, and then he had this mail order taxidermy course that he had. Now you just go online, but back then you got it from the back of a magazine.
Oh yeah.
And, so he gave it to me, and I absorbed it all and learned how to do it. And so I was doing that while, other kids were playing football all throughout high school, and then I kind of stopped when I graduated from college. But that's kind of the beginning of everything. I didn't think about where that was going to lead. I just enjoyed doing it. And, so, and it kind of, taxidermy, for me, it was more about like, bringing these, talking about Frankenstein, it was about bringing these things back to life, giving.
Honestly, now you think about it, Frankenstein is kind of like a taxidermy tale.
Right. So I was like the little Norman Bates of the neighborhood. So
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I did think like, what did like the neighborhood people think if they found out like that's what you were doing?
Oh, they were bringing me things to do. So yeah. So they were all into it. So it wasn't a big deal. That's common around there. I can imagine in other places it wouldn't be, but it was fine there. So.
What do you say, Tara?
Well, so you're from Louisiana?
Yes.
My mom is from Louisiana.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
She kind of moved around from like Alexandria and like Baton Rouge and like Shreveport.
Yeah. So northern Louisiana. Yeah. So you're a Yankee. Okay. like there's like a demarcation line of like South Louisiana and North. Yeah, well, I don't know if you guys know about Louisiana, but there's New Orleans, and that's its own place that's separate from everything else. And then there's Southern Louisiana, which is where the Cajuns are from, and then there's Northern Louisiana, which is it's just it's Southerners, so it's kind of an interesting place to live.
What kind of stuff would people bring you at that time? What were some of like the more unusual things?
Things that that were prevalent to Louisiana. Of course, some people would go to Mexico and they would bring these bobcats and deer from Mexico and javelinas. But it got to the point where I was doing things like full-size bears, and I've done an African lion and this.
Oh,
and
that's
that.
gotta be wild.
Yeah. So, I've done a variety of different things, but mostly it was, ducks and, fish and things like that.
This might be so was that Tara? Sorry.
Taxidermy seems really hard.
I would think so. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. It's been a long time. Yes.
This might be a weird question about for taxidermy. Because like the different animals you said there. Because I learned to make puppets over the last couple of years, and if you do something with fur, you can really hide the stitches. But you got to do it by hand, not to mess. But I would think like a smoother animal, is it harder to hide the stitches?
I guess like a fish. Well, they do fiberglass replicas of things like that. So like if you see, I guess like an elephant or something like that, a lot of times it's not an artificial skin. So that sometimes, like a smoother fish, like a, this is an interesting diversion, like a catfish or something like that. Very smooth skin. That's a fiberglass fish. That's not a real skin.
Oh,
all right. Okay.
So
I assume that that knowledge, like even just the knowledge of animals themselves, like the anatomy, is became very useful when you started to do animals.
Yes. So yeah, when I moved to Hollywood, a lot of my peers grew up on horror films, and their knowledge base and their enthusiasm was doing makeup effects, at home. I was doing something different. Even though I love that stuff, I never equated actually, that was not really a livelihood that somebody would do. So I never thought about that. But they were, they were doing that in their basement. But I was doing taxidermy. So when I came, I had sort of a different knowledge base, and I my first job was when I moved here was helping somebody with a cougar at Steve Johnson's XFX, which was it was for a Jodie Foster movie or something, realistic cougar. So people gravitated towards that, like, oh, this is that kid who can do this, So I kind of started like that, and went into sculpting and stuff like that from there.
I would think it depends, on the movie, because sometimes somebody would want something, completely alien if it's a monster, and then for your stuff in Frankenstein, you'd want a realistic animal.
Right. Yeah, I've done all kinds of different things. Realistic humans, animals. I've done demons. I've done, you name it.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting when you do something that's not natural, or maybe people think demons are natural, but do you use some knowledge of animals maybe goat the horn,
sure, the best creatures out there are something that nobody can beat nature. Nature is the best designer in the world. If you take 5 seconds and look on the internet, you'll see things that you could never have imagined. So AI is actually doing a good job at that right now, but you can't beat that, really. So people who know how to incorporate all those different elements of nature into a creature, it tends to be some of the best out there. People who stray too much from nature, the creatures don't end up being so realistic.
Yeah, that's the only ones that kind of come to mind. That I agree with you, pretty much. But like, I think like The Thing, like it works because stuff's so alien, but at the same time, it is incorporating actual human pieces. So
Oh, sure, humans and crabs and
All kinds of different
dogs and
critters. Yeah.
yeah, it was just
So I guess, yeah, you're right.
combination.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a
Yeah.
good example. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's actually a perfect example of using something in nature to make something completely otherworldly. Paul Stanley, ask him what his favorite movie creature is.
Wow, is that from Kiss? Wow, how
I
exciting.
believe so.
So asking what my favorite movie creature is. Okay, so my favorite movie creatures, Jaws. The shark in
nice.
Jaws is like number one.
Awesome.
It never worked well, and the reason it never worked well is because when they tested it in fresh water, when they put it in salt water, it clogged up the hydraulic systems and didn't work. And Spielberg had to work around that. And to me, what you don't see is always a little more scarier than what you do. So by the time you actually see it, you're already invested in that creature, that thing as a terrifying killer shark. The second I would, can I just go on to the second one? The second one would be the Tyrannosaurus Rex in Jurassic Park. That was
Nice. That's awesome.
super well done.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize how much practical effects was in that movie. It was very, very minimal CGI because it hadn't really been developed that much. So a lot of it was practical, full size animatronic creatures by Stan Winston, and that scene is just perfect. I love it. And some things that people don't know about that one is that apparently the skin, they have rain in the scene, and apparently the skin soaked up the rain, or the rain
really?
soaked into the skin. So all these animatronic mechanical things that we build are finely tuned. And if you add a ton of weight to it, it doesn't work quite like it's just, so they had to dry that thing off like every night. They had to keep it dry. I wasn't there, but that's what I hear. Third one is Alien. Obviously the
awesome.
creature from Alien is one of my third favorite. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
So
What about Aliens?
What's that?
What about the second one, Aliens?
Oh, Aliens, that was really great too. I mean, they did it. That's more of an action movie, but it's like the Queen Alien is really amazing. A giant marionette. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat like that Giger design with with the crazy alien. Like it's just such a great look.
And that one's actually interesting because, like, if you watch any documentaries, like they asked him to make stuff to design stuff that really looks completely from another world. Some of it wouldn't even make sense. And things.
Yeah, that's a biomechanical nightmare, but it incorporates a lot of realistic human. And,
a lot of his stuff's very sexual.
Exactly. So it's very visceral. It touches a nerve for sure.
Do you have a favorite creature, Tara?
Me?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Troy?
Probably Alien. All the aliens.
It's tough to beat the Alien. It really is.
Yeah, from like 1 and 2, like all the gross lube dripping from its mouth, just like how they move, that's probably my favorite, honestly. And I really like the werewolves from I'm so embarrassed. I can't remember the movie because it's one of my favorites.
Dog Soldiers, maybe?
Yeah. Thank you, Troy.
Because we had talked about it before, I remember, during like a werewolf thing.
I guess if I had to throw in one more, it would be King Kong.
I'm glad you said that. I'm a huge I know it's not Harryhausen, but I'm a huge stop motion fan.
Yeah, Willis O'Brien and Harryhausen that's where he came, that inspired him as well. So I love the original. I love the whole idea of that movie and the whole concept.
That's one I watched a million times as a kid.
Oh yeah.
It was the last movie Troy and I got to see in a theater before COVID shut everything down because it was a re-release of the original King Kong. Cool. Yeah, and then The Return was also a movie with creatures. Was Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, that's true. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
What's Willy's Wonderland?
It's,
Oh, right. Sort of a yes,
It's a Five Nights at Freddy's
Yeah, with Nicolas Cage.
yes,
version of without
that's right.
yeah. So how did you like pursue like to work in movies? Like how did that come about?
Okay, so I went to after high school. I went to college, and my parent. I was more on the creative side. My parents wanted me to go into more of a business field, and advertising was sort of a middle ground where I could be creative and still in a business. So I went into that, and I I found a teacher or a professor who, I think it was a copywriting class or some sort of class that allowed me to be really creative and write scripts and things like that. So I got excited about that. I went into advertising, and I spent about 10 years doing that, but it just wasn't fulfilling for me. It wasn't pushing my buttons like it should have. So I started really thinking about what I wanted to do, and one day it just popped into my head. I don't know where it came from. Like, I'm going to be a special effects makeup artist in Hollywood. So, and this, I'm not 16 years old saying this. I'm like late 20s. So right at that moment, like everything changed. Like I started getting out of my advertising work. I was living in New Orleans, so I started sculpting big Mardi Gras props to kind of get my hands, going into sculpting. I at one point I was in a bookstore and I saw a magazine called Makeup Artist Magazine, and I opened it, and they had special effects makeup in it, and there was a convention. I think it was a couple months later, so I hurried up and I signed up, and I flew to Los Angeles to go to Pasadena to go to this trade show, and I met a lot of people. But the person I met who really impacted my life was a gentleman named Dick Smith. And Dick is a famous, if you don't know who he is, famous Oscar-winning makeup artist. He did Marlon Brando's makeup in The Godfather. He did Linda Blair's makeup in The Exorcist, on and on. And he had retired at that point. And he was, mentoring people and teaching people how to do makeup. So I showed him my work, and he, he looked at it and he said, I think you have some potential. And from there we started a correspondence, and I worked with him for about a year and a half, 18 months before I actually moved out to LA. So really intensely, he showed me how to do the work and what was important to get here. So when I got here, I was ready and primed, and, I had a small portfolio, but I also had him as a, help to get my first jobs in the business.
Mm-hmm. I would assume that the animals are what would make them harder would be people know what animals look like, where someone doesn't know what a demon looks like, or
what makes animals hard is yes, that's true, but what makes animals hard is the fur. And so you have so what people do in Hollywood, it's you take this animal, like I'm gonna have to do a dog, and let's sculpt it. So we're gonna sculpt it without the fur. So let's figure what that looks like, and then you do this anatomy. Then you cast it up, you mold it, you make the fake rubber skin, you put the fur on it, and the fake fur makes it look like 4 times bigger than what it's supposed to. So then you have to, people who take their time go back and they shrink the body and they shrink everything to make it down and make it look perfect. So in other words, what I'm saying is the anatomy of an actual dog doesn't work for a mechanical dog. You have to completely change the anatomy. You have to work with it to make it look good. So there's so much work that goes into those things that you see on the screen that people just don't realize. It's a lot harder. Dead bodies, you essentially mold or scan somebody now, and it is what it is. But animals, it's a whole nother league of difficulty.
And that, how about like the muscle texture and the, just like the bones and everything involved in an animal or anything living, really?
Right. You mean like if it's like a gory kind of thing where
Yeah,
it's
like in Frankenstein, you have some smashed up animals. We have some pictures.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's to be. I mean, I don't want to knock my friends who do gore, but you can put blood all over it, and
fair enough.
It makes up for a lot of things.
Yeah. So so yeah, I mean, you can take tissue paper, you can take anything, and just soak it with blood and put it on there, and it looks good. Now there's some beautiful sculptures in Frankenstein that my friends have done of bodies that have been dissected and all of that.
Those
That's
just
really
blew my
difficult.
mind in that movie. That's so cool.
Yeah. So I have a lot of friends that do that now, and I kind of, when I went into the effects business, I did a lot of stuff like that. But when I decided to start my own company, a lot of my friends were doing a couple different things. They were doing the dead bodies. That was like really popular back then because they had all these medical shows. And, I said, that's not what I want to do because there's so many people who do that really well. I don't want to do that. And then there's also this group of people who were doing superhero costumes, like, really big. So I didn't do either one of those things. I went into, puppets and animatronic stuff. That's the stuff is hard, and it's not kind of not what people want to do, I guess. But I kind of chose that route.
So when you do animatronics, do you build like the robot skeleton yourself?
Yeah. I don't do it anymore. I mean, I have a crew of people. I'm more of the art. Well, I would say, I was a sculptor and painter when I started, and then, I turned more into the creative director, and, I have people who are really skilled at mechanical design, and I have a whole engineering staff here who make things last for 20 years. So, they do that part. For me, it's more, how does it look? Does it still look like a thing? Are you putting the joints in the right place? Is the performance?
Oh yeah, does it move right and stuff?
Yeah. Are we doing a correct performance? It's all of that. So I'm kind of like an overseer of all the things that are going on now.
Thanks, World for Sicily. Gifted membership. We appreciate
Nice.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Do I get a cut of that?
You might get a membership. Be careful.
Maybe if you subscribe, you might get a free membership. So, so we have some photos actually of your work here. I'll pop some up, and you can tell us what they are if you do not mind.
So that's so we have the dogs, the sled dogs that we did for Frankenstein, they had to be kind of I guess brutalized a bit. So we're coming up with different ways that that they were mauled, and this is a Guillermo del Toro sent this little sketch. He's like, this is what I want the dog to look like. I'm like, all right, so that's exactly what we did. We have I don't know if you have the picture, but we have a picture of the dog that's that actual dog right there.
Oh no, that is not the dog. I'm sorry.
I kind of love.
Yeah, my thumbnails are very small here, so
so that's all fake fur. It's all fake. But yeah.
It's fantastic.
That is
It's
crazy.
fantastic.
And for for even horror fans, they don't like to see animals get killed.
No.
So which is good, but it is I do find that interesting though, that there are a lot of horror fans that totally fine seeing people mauled, decapitated, but they don't want to see an animal. Which I'm not saying they should be get joy out of it, but some people not specifically not watch a movie if they know it's in it.
Sure. No, I hear you. I'm a bit squeamish with that kind of stuff. But it's fun, when you occasionally when I do that kind of thing, it's like it kind of brings out the 12-year-old in you, like you get to do that kind of thing. So
That's so cool.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
so those are those are cheap. And the thing about these again from Frankenstein, they had to be period correct. So the production did a lot of research into what the sheep looked like back then, and they had to find actual sheep, live sheep that looked like that. So we had to match those sheep, the type of sheep. And those are basically, you're looking at sheepskin rugs that we bought off of
Oh, no kidding.
Etsy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so those are like, those are either a bath mat or a dead sheep, but depending upon what you do with them.
I love that though, because a lot of this stuff's like problem solving.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's like number one thing we do is like creative problem solving.
Like Tom Savini on years ago, and he said he had the most fun he was early in his career learning, how to do something with it. There was like there wasn't an already like, oh, this is how you do it. Like you have to figure it out.
There was no library could consult on that. Like, what makes a great, like, brain exploding, what looks like that.
Yeah, it was very, that whole world was very secretive until Dick Smith came along and really wanted to share it. And he was the best. So he was the best at, not only was he like an amazing artist, and he was an amazing teacher. He really knew how to teach people and how to, all the top makeup artists in Hollywood, owe something to him, and because he helped them out, including people like Guillermo del Toro, who was also Dick was mentored him. So
just the idea too of being like associated with a Frankenstein movie. Like I don't know if you're a horror guy at all. Does that mean anything to you? Like just the idea, like I'm working on Frankenstein.
I don't. It's really weird. I don't get super geeked out about working on specific things. I mean, if I like, if anything, I was excited to work on the Country Bears because that's something I liked as a kid. The Country Bear Jamboree.
Oh yeah.
And we just helped redo the Tiki Room at Disneyland, which is
sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, but Frankenstein, I was more excited about the people I was working with, the artists like Mike Hill and Guillermo, and those people who were just really gonna put, they're gonna make our work look really good because they care so much, and they, and it's a very cool, he's very passionate about the subject as well. So that was exciting to be able to be included in that team.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's huge people. One of the best filmmakers of modern day. Funny Valentine 571, very good picture. Do more dogs, please. Thank you for the $2.
I wish we had a picture. We did a German Shepherd for cats and dogs too that looks so realistic.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I wish you guys had that picture because it's like you can't tell that's a fake dog.
Now, Neal, was that also Lee's thing that you would have the alligator with the crab on it?
So that's
something else.
That's a
we'll get to that in a second.
Okay, because that one blew my mind when I saw that.
Yeah, that's an interesting story.
I have to know more about that.
That's so that's me. I did that. I pretty much pulled that out of my. Well, I shouldn't say that. I pulled the rabbit out of my hat with that. I did that myself to show Disney. Yeah, to show Disney what they could look like. They it's these things have been around for 40 years, and God love the people who maintain all these things in these theme parks, but it's really hard work, and these things get really worn out because they work 16 hours a day. So, I was like, this is, if we change this up a little bit, this is how good we can make them look. So I built this thing to show them. And by that time, Disney was already my client, so I could do that.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's Henry. And we helped redo all the bears was that 2011, 2012, something like that.
Yeah, I love it.
So a lot of the things we've done, a lot of things that people don't know about. You know, when you work for these big entertainment companies, theme parks specifically, they like to let people think that they do all the magic in-house. They create everything, but in reality, a lot of it is bought and purchased and done by people like me. So so we can't really talk about it, you know, and there's certain things like I could talk about, but like Lincoln, but I can't go into the more detailed stuff of what we've done.
I got you.
So
here's the one that Troy was asking about.
So,
yeah, this one like blew my mind when I saw that.
So this is I donated a Christmas display to my hometown about 7 years ago, and you know they have a display in the middle of the town, the Christmas display, and it's Santa pulling reindeer. They put it up every year. I loved it as a kid, but you know it over time it has gotten really kind of dilapidated and dated, and so I was like, let me just do a new Christmas display for you guys. So instead of but let's make it like a Cajun Christmas. Let's make it centered around Louisiana. So
yeah, but you kept Rudolph, so you gotta love that.
So they agreed
That's the
to
greatest.
So the white, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the leucistic alligators. Those were discovered close to my hometown. So we did white alligators, and
With
you know the
blue
last
crabs
minute
on them. That's awesome.
Yes. So that is obviously their antlers. So those things. So we debuted that Christmas display in 2000. Like 7 years ago, and it blew up all over the internet. And there's like this meme of a crab. They were all over the place, like the alligator with the crab sitting on top of his head. It became a meme, and it's been seen all over the world. People come from all over the world to see it.
Oh, so they still have it there, huh?
Oh yeah, they do it every year.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah, so they better. It costs a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
So,
I love it. I'm absolutely in love with that.
I like alligators' front arms, how they're so short and chunky.
Yep.
They're so cute. It reminds me of have you ever owned like a pit bull?
I have not owned a pit bull, no.
So
But I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Their front arms remind me of alligators, and it's
Yes.
Or the T-Rex you were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah.
The like stumpy forearms there.
Yes. So I'm very proud of that.
Ooh.
Oh wow, what's that?
This I did this for a short film. I had a werewolf. Some kid contacted me, a budding filmmaker, and he wanted to do a werewolf. And this is like when I first started. So I would do anything to do some work that could be on film. And this guy contacted me, and he wanted to do a werewolf. So he didn't have any money. All he could do was a foot. Like he wanted to do a werewolf foot. So I'm like, okay. And I was like, okay, I'll do the foot. But, you know, I have this werewolf head that I've already done. So all I have to do is like make a body and like make a big puppet. And if you pay for all my expenses, I'll go ahead and I'll make this thing and I'll keep it. But you know, you film it, and I get to keep whatever you film. So that's where that werewolf came from.
I'm in love with that werewolf.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
love that.
That's mean looking.
It's just beautiful.
Thank you.
It reminds me of like a Bernie Wrightson werewolf. It's so great.
Yeah, I think I built I built all that myself.
Love it.
You built all that yourself?
Yeah, I think I had somebody punch. I had somebody punch the hair, and I had somebody cast the teeth for me, I think. But I pretty much did that one.
No, that's primo. I just love that.
That's beautiful work.
That blows my mind, that one.
Is the short available anywhere? Do you know?
I think he's got it online somewhere. What's it called? I can't even remember what the name of it is.
We'll have to look into that one because I'm impressed.
We'll send it to you.
All right, yeah, that's cool. By the way, because has this come up with like friends of mine who do effects? The idea, like us, probably wouldn't happen on Frankenstein, but like, you make something cool and they don't shoot it right. Like they're either like they'll show like maybe not show what you want them to show or too much of something. Has that happened to you? Like you see how
Oh
they shot and
yeah,
you're like,
yeah. I mean, I honestly I haven't seen a lot of the things that I've done in movies. I think to me, like if you want to really see how the cool stuff in the movies, watch the making of, because that's like you see the really cool stuff in the shop, and then it goes to set, and then you get to see a second of it. Whereas in the making of, you get to see it moving around, you get to see the people puppeteering it and everything, and that's the real interesting part to me. And yes, sometimes it gets shot badly. Sometimes it's just right. I can't fault the filmmaker. The filmmaker's just doing his job.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let's see here. Oh, I love this.
That one's so great.
that's a thing we did for Mardi Gras. These are personal projects you're looking at because we can't show a lot of things from our work. So yeah, this is just a for Mardi Gras. We did a big jester head for somebody.
Whoa!
Yeah, I love that.
A real head that you made?
Yeah, it's a big mask. Yeah.
Oh,
that one's beautiful too. Yeah.
I love the variety of stuff, like
That's
the
cool.
realistic
yeah.
animals and like the cartoony things and
I've always wanted to go to Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah, it's fun. I mean, I lived in New Orleans for 10 years, and the Mardi Gras I do now is I go and see my family. It's a small hometown because it's all over Louisiana. But I try to stay out of New Orleans for that because it's the crowds are crazy.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
I've never been to New Orleans actually.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only place in Louisiana I've been. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I quit drinking years ago, so I don't know if it's for me anymore, but I wanted to go back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not the place to go then.
I like to watch Cops New Orleans edition.
Oh, I bet.
Right.
Where it's like, the show Cops. And
Yes.
Bad boys,
it's
bad
all the way
boys.
back
What you
from
gonna
like the 90s, and they'll show like stuff from New Orleans.
do? Hopefully, you never saw Lee on there.
No, I escaped. I escaped that.
Are you in LA now, Lee?
Yes. Yeah.
How do you like it?
I've been here for 25 years. Yeah, I LA is great in certain ways for sure. It's it's a big city. You can have anything you want at any time. Really, restaurants, culture, food, whatever, movies. The traffic is terrible and other things are terrible, but the weather's great, and a lot of creative people here.
Oh yeah.
So. Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's got its pluses and minuses, like any place,
Do you ever miss home?
I go home often, so to see my family. So I wouldn't say I miss it. I wouldn't. I thought about. There was a point it was like, okay, when I slow down, am I gonna maybe move back? But I just, you go back to that small town, and it's like, okay, I need to go to get this Korean whatever barbecue, and I can't do that.
Nothing wrong with that.
I go to a Szechuan restaurant, can't do that. Can't go to the Indian. It's like it's just very limiting if you're used to having, if you're used to living in a big city. So but the people are great in a small town and this and that. I mean, it's but I just don't think it's for me at this point. So I visit.
Right.
Now, VW here. Never been to New Orleans either. Let's go, Neal. All right. So let's do it. Let's plan this out.
Let's go to Mardi Gras.
All right.
I'm actually leaving Saturday to go.
Oh,
I'll be there
really?
for a week. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna go back to it?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Cool.
This is great.
All right, the giant rat. You've got me with this thing.
That's a suit we did for a Disney show called Walk the Prank.
Wow.
So that suit started out not looking that good. So we built it, and then because they didn't have any money, and then another another show rented it, so we made it a little better. Another show rented it and made it a little better, and that's kind of like it got to like, okay, now I like it. I like it. Looks like a real giant rat.
Yeah,
Oh
So,
yeah,
pretty
he's
sweet.
beautiful.
yeah. So
That looks good. Do you have any
Yeah.
more pictures of that rat?
yes, there's one on my website actually.
Ooh.
Oh,
I just
sweet.
want to
Well,
rub his tummy. That's just like
Yeah.
he's got it going on, that rat. I love
That looks like my dog Tweak.
it.
It
Yeah,
does
I was
actually.
thinking it's got a little bit of like my dog too in that one.
Wow.
Woo.
Wait, so you made and designed that rat?
We did, yes. Yeah.
I love it. That one's so cool too.
Wow.
Is it harder to make something really like small or something really big like that?
Mm.
So that's a suit. Somebody's inside of that.
Mhm.
So that's not that difficult to do, I would say. You have to know about suits and things like that, how to keep people safe. But we specialize in small animatronic characters. So and those are extremely difficult because there's you have to create this thing that's this big, and it has to do all these functions. So you have to get all the motors and the drivers and the motors and the power and everything into it. We did a small lizard character for an entertainment company. It's probably it was the first handheld animatronic character that big company ever did. And it was tiny. It took us about 3.5 years to figure out how to do it. But it was expressive in the face, and it could move on its own. And we just did another, like we worked on a big theme park that just opened, and there's a sort of an elf character that is like,
Ooh.
that's very sophisticated, and it's got a head about that big, and does all kind of stuff, and that was extremely difficult character to do. So small is hard to do. Big is tough. Dinosaurs are big, are difficult in different ways, but just because it's small does not mean it's easy. It can be actually very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very primitive compared to anything you made, but a puppet where the eyes move and getting the little lever inside the little head to use.
Yes.
It was difficult.
Wow.
You have to get your hand in there too.
Exactly. So
one thing about that werewolf is I built that really fast, and if I had to do that over again now, I would do it completely different because it weighed about a ton. And I could barely get the mouth open, on it. So it's, you have to think about all those things, and that only comes with building things like that over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure experience counts for so much on things like that.
Yeah.
No comparison at all, but
Wow.
being able to get my
that's
finger in
cool.
there to do the eyes,
That's nice.
not hard. It was not easy. Yeah. So I imagine having all the stuff to do all the muscles, like the cheeks and everything. That's a lot of stuff to get
it
in a
all
small
shrunken
thing.
down too. It's got to be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a lot of we were doing that when we first started, that kind of thing. We were doing everything hand built, machined out of brass and things like that.
Oh,
now everything we do is in the computer now. So it's all designed in the computer. It's simulated in the computer. We run all kind of tests on it, and then our parts are sent to China or India or whoever builds them. We get the parts in. It's all done by computer.
Yeah, but that's great because it's probably not nearly as much trial and error I'm sure you ran into with everything else.
It does save time by spending more on the front end, yes. But there's always the part that's really difficult about those things is the control system, the electronics. That's always trial and error. The skin, how the skin reacts to the mechanical movements, that's always trial and error. So there's an art to it besides just the building the mech.
You mentioned AI earlier. So what are your thoughts on AI? And does that scare you or people in your profession, how this advances, or can you use it as a tool? I don't know.
I mean, I look at it like a tool. I played with it, and I think it's really neat.
Right.
It kind of gets you to a certain place, but then it's no matter how you use it, it gets you to a certain place, but it doesn't complete what you're trying to do. If you try to refine something, it can't really get there. I think it saves time in that you can spit out just some concepts that help you think about things. But in terms of being scared about, I'm not really that worried about it. I mean, I think, I think people need to learn about it and need to play with it and understand it. And, I've heard artists, and I could get in trouble from my artist friends about this, but they're taking their art and they're copying it. I mean, yes, it is pulling things from millions of different places. But as an artist, as a commercial
Everyone does
artist,
with their own imagination.
your mind is like always pulling from things you see, and that includes other people's work as well. So, it does creepy stuff really well. I'll say that for sure.
It does, and it's definitely advanced quite a bit. It wasn't that long ago. People like, oh, you could tell it's AI because everything has six fingers or whatever. But those days are pretty much gone now.
Yeah, it does really creepy, soulless characters well.
Yeah.
I'll say that. It gives me the creeps, some of the stuff I see. But I as far as like doing a David, a Michelangelo sculpture or Da Vinci kind of level, I don't know. There's just something about that's so moving and stirring, and I haven't seen anything like that yet.
Yeah. On our friend on the show, Joe Castro, who does effects for a lot of indie horror movies, and he said he's used it like, so if he has a specific idea for monster, he'll just do some AI stuff just to like see how it might look out, which it will help him when he's actually then creating it. Not like, makes it, from complete scratch or anything.
Sure. It, like I said, it gives you options. It helps you think. Like, I was doing some scripts for a thing the other day, and I was like, wow, okay, I didn't think of that angle, but it certainly didn't get me to where I needed to go. It kind of fleshed it out for me. So same thing with the Illustrator. I've used it for concepting just like that. And it gets a little frustrating when you try to like zone in a little more on what you want. It just cannot hit it exactly,
Yeah.
So
small is tough. I want to learn animatronics so bad. Yeah. So our friend here, Vagina Wrinkle, I always feel funny saying her name, but she does some effects out in Ohio. So. Do you have? What kind of like? I'm sorry to talk over you. What kind of advice would you have someone who works on like indie films?
I mean, there's like a great resource. There's great resources online now to learn stuff. Like Stan Winston School is really great. They have videos, and you can watch those videos and learn. You really have to be, I think, a self-starter. You have to, you really have to be a tinkerer, and you have to be fascinated with that kind of thing, because it's just long hours of making stuff for yourself. And my advice to people too is like, you have to be willing to do 10 like really shitty things. You have to be able to get through those before you can ever do something good. Before, you're going to always, the first things you make are always going to be bad. Now, yes, there are people like Rick Baker who his first things are awesome, but that's like not normal.
Yeah.
The average person is just going to like struggle, sometimes for years. To do it, but you have to, if you enjoy the process and you understand where you're going with it, you can get through it.
Mm-hmm. When you were doing Frankenstein, because you mentioned like some stuff with water, like what Jaws is under it messed up because of salt water and stuff. Was any of the thing because there was a lot of stuff in Frankenstein that's like out in the snow? Did that affect anything you were doing?
No, because we usually make things that we're always prepared for things. So we kept that in mind when we were making those things. And we also, I basically handed those things off. We didn't go to set with that. But the people who I handed it off to, Mike and his crew that were there, I had no I was very comfortable handing it off to people like that because they're true artists and they know how to make things look good. And they know how to, and Guillermo knows how to shoot things. So it's like, that wasn't a problem at all.
Mm-hmm. What kind of movies do you watch? Because you mentioned a lot of different things, like some classic stuff like King Kong and horror stuff like Jaws and Alien and stuff. But then you also like the Disney stuff. So what kind of stuff do you like?
I watch like series now. Like I get on,
There's a lot of great series.
Get on Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Like I love this Gomorrah, which is this Italian crime show that is like it's about God. It's about a family. It's about rival families, and they're in a housing project, and it's the most realistic TV show I've ever seen in my life. It's incredible.
Gomorrah?
Yeah, it's called
You'll
Gomorrah.
have to look into that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
just
you
look it
watch
up for people's
that?
Gomorrah.
Yeah, and it's definitely watch it in the native language.
With
'cause it's so much
subtitles, that's
better.
always the way. Yeah.
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 So I love that. What else? There's a couple different shows like that I've enjoyed recently. You're gonna put me on the spot. But, there's a martial there's another show and I can't remember the name of it. It's about San Francisco in the early turn of the century, and it's a Chinese slavery and and Chinese gangs, and that one's really cool.
For people, I'm sure you mean from into the 1900s. It's weird now because when I say turn of the century, I do think sometimes like younger people think I mean like into the year 2000.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, turn of the 2 centuries ago.
Yeah, this is it makes me feel very old. But what is cool about series? Well, I think that ever since like Sopranos and stuff's been like a golden age of TV series. And it, when I was growing up, like if you didn't see a show when it was on TV, it's pretty much you never got to see it unless it was reruns or something. But now, like you can actually, like a show like this Gomorrah show, like not that long ago, we would have never been able to watch this Italian, crime show.
Yeah.
But now with these platforms, like you can watch this stuff, and and with binge watching and stuff, you're able to watch all these shows.
Yeah, you
no,
don't
that's
have
great.
to get a grainy bootleg of it from some place,
Yes, yeah. So you see something online, you really like it, and it's like, oh, we got 5 seasons. Yes,
Exactly.
So. Yeah, I heard that.
It's always bittersweet when you get to the end for me because it's like I got to see how it ends, but then I'm also sad like that's I'm not going to be able to watch any more of it, and you kind of put off the end sometimes. And
I watch Gomorrah three times now.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Which I normally don't. Normally I will watch like comedy. I'll watch Sunny in Philadelphia over and over and over again. Or
okay.
I love that one.
Yeah, Sunny in Philadelphia, or something like Larry David or Curb Your Enthusiasm or something like that. You can watch that over and over. But I've never watched a drama like that over and over.
Oh wow! So that's a good sign. That's a good
Yeah, it's an amazing show, and it's the first season. You get into the first bit, but once it starts going, it's like it's rough.
So did you see Frankenstein? Did you watch the finished movie?
Yes.
What did you think of Frankenstein?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it's a beautiful.
We all loved it, I think.
Yeah, it's a beautifully shot movie. Guillermo, is so passionate about the material, number one, but number two, he's also visual. He's a visual guy, so it's like it's beautiful to look at, as well. Mm-hmm. And they had, I think they had issues with the actor at the beginning, but they got the right person, to do it. I think the person they were gonna get would not have been as good as who they got. So it all kind of worked out in the end.
Yeah. We went to see it in the theater when they showed it. Which
was just
it was great to see
on the big screen. It was so good.
I did not. I saw that on TV. So
Mm-hmm.
fortunately. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
we're big timing you now. We're like, yeah, we saw it on the
Yeah.
big.
He's like, yeah, but I was actually there.
Yeah.
I got a couple more things here. I'm not sure. Oh, here we go.
So that's kind of what they look like
Oh.
underneath. So that is Frank. I don't know if you guys, Frank Ocean. He's a musician. And he wanted us to build a baby that he has a jewelry store in New York, and he wanted us to build this baby in the window, and it was supposed to reach for butterflies, and he's got butterflies in his jewelry line.
Oh.
So we built this little mechanical baby. He wanted it to be mechanical. It's an artistic. He's very artistic, and it was an artistic statement. So we had that all ready to go for him. This is his design with the green baby with the braces. We went through all kind of different colors and that kind of thing. And he called one day and he said, "I want to walk down the red carpet with this thing at the Met Gala." So the Met Gala is like a big thing in New York. All the fashion, it's a big fashion. If you don't know, it's a big event every year for fashion-minded people in Hollywood and stuff like that. So that was his thing. He wanted to walk with Cody, we call him Cody, down the red carpet. So we had to hurry up and take all of that, the mechanisms, which were really kind of under the stage, and we had to put them inside of him within a matter of weeks. So we had to completely change that around. And then we had to put little buttons on his feet so Frank could control him. He had we had an on and off button, and it was just sort of a keep alive. He had one where he waved and that kind of thing, but it was really cool because Frank was actually interacting with the animatronic, and the baby, it looked like, it was very purposeful and intentional. So it was a neat, unique moment for the Met Gala that year, to say the least.
I love it.
Are you kidding me? That's like advanced robotics.
Yeah,
Wow.
well,
Yeah.
so that's that is Tactus. There's a company called Black Rifle Coffee that makes it's a veteran-owned company, and that's the Tactus Squatch. That's their kind of one of their mascots. So we did that as well. So that's a giant. That helmet is. His head is huge, and that's a giant helmet that we had to custom make to fit his head.
I love it. That's great. And, here we go.
So this is obviously these are Five Nights at Freddy's characters. This is not from the movie. This is we got a call from this YouTuber gamer named Socks for One, or he goes by Socks for One. And he created the whole restaurant. He wanted to make Freddy's in real life. And he wanted it to coincide, his YouTube video was going to coincide with the opening of the movie. So we had 8 weeks to make all these characters, and they were all animatronic. They all sing and talk and everything like that. So we built all these suits in record time, 2 months. And
wow.
And his video, it's funny because I laughed. My friends worked on the movie version, and I tell them, like, our suits got more views than yours. I mean, he's got, that video is, I think, almost 50 million views now.
Woo!
Yeah. So,
Damn.
I was like, yeah, more people have seen our suits than your suits in the movie. Anyway. But I think they came out pretty good.
Yeah, they look awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
So, where can people go to see more of your work?
Go to Epic Universe in Orlando. It's the new theme park in Orlando.
Cool.
We touched almost everything in land in that there. We did about 22 different characters in there. So you can see our work there. You can see our work at Disney. And there's some movies too that we're in as well. So we pot smoking koala bear in House Party, recent version of House Party. So it's sprinkled everywhere. Let's put it that way.
That's wild. Well, it's been awesome to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Thank you for having us. A lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. No, anytime you got something horror related, you're welcome back on.
I could
All
talk
right.
to you for hours where I'm just like, what about this? What about this? You know what I mean? Like, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, of course. Well, thank you for having me. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
And where can people follow you out in the world if you want them to?
I guess RomaireStudios.com. There's nowhere to follow me. I don't know. You have to look me up, I guess. Lee Romaire. That's it.
All right. All right. Fair enough. All right.
I'm
Thank you, man.
old. I'm so old school.
Yeah.
I don't do social media very well.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if any of us would be too much if it wasn't for the show, but you know what I mean? You kind of have to. But
Yes. I know.
I don't know.
All
I
right.
probably still would, I guess. But
One day.
anyway,
One day.
yeah. One day. All right. You're working towards it.
Yes.
You're going to get on Friendster or MySpace.
Yeah. Then I'll be too big to come on the show.
Yeah, exactly. Big time. All right. We'll see you.
All right. Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Whoa. We're very close here now. Ah. All right. Yeah, that was great. Lee was awesome.
Oh, he was so knowledgeable. I could have talked to him all night, just been like, what about this? How'd you learn this? What did you do this? Like, endless questions.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. It's better than like, what the hell do I ask this loser? That's what usually people wonder when they're going to talk to me. They're like,
He's a very interesting person.
yeah.
Always
So-
the best
I was gonna bring
people
this-
leave you wanting more, you know, so that's always good.
Yeah, I was going to bring this up. VW. Tara loved the hair today. Yeah, Tara's
Yep.
got a new haircut. Looks great.
Thank you, Vagina Wrinkle. I just got it done today. And I'm feeling
love it
nice
too.
about it. I'm like, oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
very classic. I think it's very classic horror.
It is. It's badass. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Like
well,
Vampira.
can you just make my hair look like weird, edgy,
Give me
they
the
were like-
weird edgy.
bone? And they just like chopped it all because it was like my hair was all the way down to my butt. Like it was getting so out of control. I was like, I cannot handle this anymore. Looking like a mop. And then they did it. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome.
It
Thank you.
does. Looks great.
Thank you, Peppy Petite, and thank you, everyone. You guys are so nice.
Yes, it's been a wild show here. So got here Frankenstein. We had people from Dracula, which was
I
that
know.
was wild. Great.
You got the classics. You got Frankenstein and Dracula tonight. It's awesome. you
Yeah,
know?
it was really wild how that worked out. And they were so
Troy,
great.
Cool beard.
Yeah, wow.
Beard
Troy's got the
cuts?
split beard.
Got the twisty going.
I need to do something, I guess.
Oh, look at your beard looks really cool. It looks like a
Thank you.
wizard.
Troy and I
Yeah.
may have picked up fangs for next week earlier
Ooh.
today.
We are prepared.
I am also prepared.
That's a week from today. It'll be the Valentine's Vampire Special. We have it all planned out. It'll be me. It'll be the three of us here, along with cousin AJ and Mischief the Clown is returning. We'll have open video lines so you could call in and maybe do a trivia or say you're sexiest vampire or something like that. Just, I'm not saying you have to go all out, but you can with your costume. But you have to have some type of some kind of vampire thing going on. Maybe a little blood on the mouth, just bite your lip really hard before you call in.
Be like Renfield, need some bugs. We don't
Right.
care, as long as it's got like some kind of vibe going.
I'm excited for it.
Me
I'm
too.
excited for my costume, and I hope everyone likes it.
Whoa, I just dropped my.
You always bring the killer costume, so
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what you got for us.
So
I
it's been
can't wait
real.
to see you, Troy. You always
I know.
have
I'm excited too.
unexpected costumes, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Well, this one I've got some plans, so we're looking forward to it.
I
love it.
just love dressing up in costumes, to be honest.
Gotta love that. That's the best.
I mean,
If I had a giant rat costume, I'd wear it around.
Yeah,
all
that
the
guy.
time,
That's
like,
just
yeah.
awesome. I was like, man, we
Lee's
need
rat
this
was.
stuff already.
I didn't think he'd be able to beat the werewolf, but the giant rat might have been my favorite. That thing.
Yeah,
was
the werewolf
awful.
things. It's like basically just something made for like this no budget movie. I'm like,
I
damn,
know
that's
that's
great.
so awesome. Yeah.
wow.
I was like, can we use it? I'll write a werewolf movie. We can.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's really talented.
Yeah, he's
And
awesome.
the alligators too blew my mind. I love that with the blue crabs for antlers and
Yeah.
and then he even had the Rudolph gator with the red nose. I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, me too. That's cool.
We've been having for people out there. We've been having regular production meetings. We have a lot of really fun ideas coming up for the show.
hell yeah.
We'll have our normal shows where we have guests and stuff. Then we have some other theme
abnormal
shows, and then we've got just other projects we have in the works. So it's exciting times. And
Very exciting.
and then 2 weeks from tonight, so next week's Valentine show. 2 weeks from tonight, Nasty Neal is officially an old man. I turned 50 years old 2 weeks from tonight.
Ooh, are we gonna have a
55.
Nasty Neal birthday party episode?
I think
We
I
should.
think
We
should.
definitely should.
People
Or
can
it's
send
just
me
like-
gifts.
Only movies you like, only music you like,
I
All
like
right.
that.
makeup and hair you like. Like you have to be like a diva because it's your birthday.
Boom!
you
I
have to
love
be
it.
like, this is my birthday episode, and it's everything that you choose, and you have to plan it like,
I like this idea.
Mhm.
And if you want to send me gifts, I'll open them live on the show. Now,
Also-
Yes.
gift.
Yeah,
Open
so-
gifts, and then we can have sacrifices. People can offer up like burned offerings to the Nasty Neal. It'll be a good time.
I'll send you
But-
something weird, Neil.
all right. I assume if you're sending it, I would assume it would be weird.
It better be weird. Yeah.
So
I just
here's
sent you nunchucks. Like
So
metal.
I have been for a while. I need to brush up on my nunchucks. I was practicing to use the nunchucks for Arbor Day. Let's see if you want to send. Here's and if I trust you, you can message me, and I may give you my home address. I'll get it quicker, but I don't want to post that up here on on the live show. 50-year-old. Damn it, vagina wrinkle. And shout out to Vagina Wrinkle. I hope she is doing well. She was under the weather this week, and so
We want her back and all vamped up for next week. So.
Exactly.
Yes. I would love to meet her in voice person,
Oh, hell
Yeah.
Zoom, or live chat.
Yeah. She's gonna be a part of some production meetings soon. She's gonna
Nice.
be helping out with some stuff, and yeah, we're gonna work to get her part of the show. Have her hop on, and maybe she'll come out for Arbor Day. We'll figure it all out. We're just making her do all this stuff.
Just cracking the whip.
Exactly. And I do have a announcement here. Is a film that I produced, Solvent, with Johannes Gertfatner, directed it. It's official yet. I knew it was coming to Shudder, but it's official yesterday. It will be on Shudder in April.
Oh, very
it'll be
cool.
The first film I have any part in will be on Shudder. Solvent.
Nice.
Woo!
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that.
Congrats!
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's super cool.
Cool.
Yes. So yeah, it's a wild movie. Played a lot of festivals, and I also found out today that there was a limited edition Blu-ray that was from Vinegar Syndrome, limited to 500 copies, and it's sold out.
Oh, wow.
Sold all 500
Damn.
copies. So you can still get the regular Blu-ray, but the special edition is sold out.
Well, congrats
Pretty
to
cool.
Johannes too. Then that's way cool.
Yeah. You have you, Troy? Have you ever been on with Johannes?
Yeah. Yep. I think
All
just the one time.
All right. Yeah, you'll have to meet Johannes as well, Tara. I think you'll like Johannes.
I would love to. I've watched your interviews with him, and I think
Okay.
I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he
Mm.
just seems very like
He's a
just,
very wild guy.
I
you know.
Yeah.
will
His,
always think of him as your surgeon. You know,
Yeah, he's my surgeon in Umbilicus Desidera.
that's what I'll always think of him as.
Why?
He-
They- in Neal's short film.
He plays
He's
my
a
surgeon.
in that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
His girlfriend, who I met, so they came out. They're in Austria, and they came out of the Cape last summer, and we went to eat at. It was before it
Was
burnt
it the
down,
captain?
sadly.
Yeah.
Captain Scott's, yeah, and but his girlfriend, she runs a it's a sex film festival in
Oh, no
Austria.
kidding. Oh, wow.
Oh,
So yeah, she was
what
gonna
kind?
send me one like this short about like sex androids. You know, anyway, yeah, it's really interesting. In Austria, you know, they're not really uptight about that stuff. So, you know, people are much more uptight here about any kind of sexual movies and things.
Do you think I could submit Devil's Dance Party to that?
Maybe, yeah, I'll have to look into that.
People are so offended by it. I have a hard time finding a place to put it.
Really? Okay, yeah, I would definitely help out. And along those lines, I believe I can announce this. I'm hinting around, but I had a meeting about this. I'll be the horror curator for Athens Film Festival, and I'll be there in attendance. And so I'm going to be selecting the horror shorts and maybe some features for the festival. I can't accept everybody, so you know I can't play favorites, but
Right.
we want some wild and interesting things for Athens.
And where's that? Athens, Georgia?
Athens, Georgia.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were going to Greece. I was like, wow,
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
pretty
wild,
wild,
yeah.
you know. But Athens, Georgia, that's bitching too.
Yeah.
Congrats to you. That's
Yeah,
big.
that's
Thank
way
you,
cool.
thank you. And yeah, we got some stuff. A meeting next week about the future of Without Your Head, and that's a positive thing. So I don't want to say anything more about it until I see what happens, but it's exciting.
Nice, very nice.
The future, like, are we gonna just show up dressed as goblins every episode?
Maybe. I think
You know,
that's
like,
yeah. We're gonna spray paint ourselves green.
That's it. Yep.
yeah, like, is the future we're just gonna only talk about food? I don't know.
I did actually want to, because I do In Your Head the wrestling, Without Your Head horror, and then maybe like Feed Your Head, like a show where
I'm down with that.
We
We'll
try out
hang out
different
on
foods.
things. Yeah.
Feed your head.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yep.
Yeah. You're in your mouth. I don't know.
Feed your head.
That might sound
your
like yeah, some perverts might show up for that one. I don't know, but
that would be fun. And we just like don't eat all day. And then
right.
Yeah, they just go ravenous on something. Just
we all try to make the same dish and see if we all do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or we could buy the same like whatever, the same snack or something. I think we could work on this. Yeah.
I'd be down for that. I do love food.
Yeah, I think we all do, so that would work. Yeah, Troy and I went to we went out to eat today. We went to a I'm pulling up our trailers here. But we went
the 10-pin cafe.
Like a bowling alley. We did not bowl. We just went there and ate.
Yep. I don't think you've ever been bowling, Brother Clem.
No, I've never bowled.
Really?
Yeah.
So one day we'll have to get him out bowling. We'll have to go bowling.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah, I'm not against it. Just never done.
I love doing the victory dance. Like after I get something good, I like to do the victory dance on the slippers.
See, I would be into that because I used to be in chess club, and whenever I win, I didn't really do this in chess club, but when I would beat so I'm 9 years younger than Troy, so it was older friends, and when I would beat his friends, and they're that's a big deal when you're like 10 and you're beating these 19-year-olds in chess, whatever, and I would sing, I am the champion. No time for losers, because I am the champion. And, whenever I tell people that, they're always like surprised that people didn't beat me up a lot.
Well, this is probably why I haven't played Neal in chess in 35 years. So,
I do that in Magic the Gathering now. Even if I lose, I'm just there to cause chaos. Not in a bad way, but it's like I'm just there to play the game. I'm not there to try to always win. Like, even if I don't win, at least I got you a little.
Yeah, trash
You know what I
talk
mean?
a little bit
At least
anyway.
I
'cause
got
that-
you.
Yeah.
I always remember that's what now I can't think of the guy's name. He played for the Pacers, but he always said that the best trash talker was Larry Bird, because
That's
anybody can talk trash like when you're winning, but he would trash talk you when they were down by 20 points.
Cool. I
Where
love
are
it.
you there, Neil? I don't see you. Oh yeah, I do see you way in the back.
I'm in the back in the yellow shirt. But that
Over
was
on
my
the right.
6th grade chess club. A bunch of badasses there.
That's cool.
And then that's a
Oh,
that's me in
hey,
the
you
yellow
got your
shirt.
game face on.
Yeah.
Cool. That reminds me of like Cobra Kai for some reason. You know?
Jonathan Jack, where are the without your head AI videos? Well, if you would make them, if anyone out
Oh.
there wants to make AI videos of us, we'll play them on the show. Keep them, keep them not like, horrendous.
Gore is welcome though.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so yeah,
absolutely. We
exactly.
can-
But AI always corrects at gore, so
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I know. That's what
I didn't know
someone
that.
needs to create like a horror AI site where you can have all the gore you want.
Instead of just baked beans.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because whenever I watch a Nasty Neil video, there's usually a bunch of baked beans. In it.
Yeah, I don't really understand it.
it makes me actually want to eat baked beans.
I do like baked beans. Let's see here.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll wait
Get
for
some
Tara.
water.
Okay. I'll play a video here, and if anyone wants to get a drink, and then when we come back, we're gonna we'll show some trailers here. Maybe we'll take some video calls. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna play a little clip of an interview with Crispin Glover.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that.
It was shot on 35 millimeter negative, and I worked 2 years just on color correction, because there's different time periods in the film: 1868, 1888, 1918, 1948, and contemporary, and each one has a different color correction element, which I'm using still. I'm using captures from the screen of the film, because it's a 35 millimeter negative, but then it was processed in multiple different ways, sometimes reshooting with another 35 millimeter camera. One was a camera from the Czech Republic with the great, it was owned by Karl Zeman, who's one of the great Czech filmmakers. And we reshot stuff that was shot previously with a hand crank camera. That was Karl Zeman's hand crank camera, which has a slightly different
You
quality.
can tell even in the trailer, there's some stuff that has that little bit of like an old silent movie where it's a little like ticky. Like.
Exactly. That was reshot with with Karl Zeman's hand crank camera, which was a 35 millimeter camera, but we were shooting. So it's like, it's a strange thing with film, because you could almost call film a filter. Digital, of course, is pixels, and film is grains.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a different quality. But if you shoot film of film, it doubles the quality. And we were looking to give a certain disintegrated quality, an aged quality, which I think I was reading a quote. It's one of the great cinematographers that shot Woody Allen's Zelig.
Oh yeah.
And I'm forgetting the name of the DP right now, but I read something while I was working on this about they delayed that film's release for over a year. I think they shot another film in between, and that film came out before because they were distressing the movie. And it's really well done. I saw it in the movie theater when it came out, whatever year that was. I was, fairly young when it came out, but I have always appreciated the disintegration of film and the quality.
And if you do it like actually with how you're saying with film and then the film shot on film, it's not like if you're doing it on the computer and you can see because it's just the same filter over and over.
You can't. That we abandoned that. Well, even before we didn't even try it, we knew that's what would happen. So we kept thinking of ways to actually do it.
Hey, I think everyone's still away. So I'm going to play another little clip. This is David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown, talking about, I don't know, we'll find out.
So, I guess people probably don't really recognize you without makeup on, huh?
Yeah, I guess that's a benefit of this in a way, because I can walk around and people don't know who I am. So you get that little bit of anonymity. It's been on rare occasions where someone's recognized me. So I'm just like, wow. Oh wow, I'm really impressed. Like, you must have done your research.
Yeah, you're not kidding, because I'd see if you had like the worst dental work in the world, and they're like, oh my God, you must be Art the Clown.
Yeah, it's like, oh God, you got Giuliani teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh no. Oh, it's like, remember to floss, kids. Gingivitis is a silent killer, just like Art.
Right.
Exactly the same.
Oh yeah. Because I've gotten that question before. I was like, are those your real teeth? What do they do to your teeth? Like, oh God, no. Oh no. Those are prosthetics they put in, but
real gums though.
Oh no, those aren't the gums either. It covers up the gums and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we can hear you again. This is good.
Yes, he's back.
Yes, yeah.
For now.
Is that one of the harder parts of the costume, the mouth?
I would say so, because number one, it makes me drool a lot, which sucks, and because like the makeup we have been using is gelatin based, so when you have a lot of liquid hitting it, it starts to like break it up and dissolve, and so the mouth area, especially because I do so many facial expressions and stuff like that, so that falls apart very easily on its own. So you have the little bit of the drool and stuff like that, and also when it's been cold, when we've been filming, my nose will start to run, and I can't blow my nose or anything because of the makeup. So you might have seen some behind the scene photos where I have Q-tips up my nose. So I was doing the COVID test before anybody was doing that. So.
You started all that, so.
I started it, so it's just it's kind of funny. Is like we were filming all that, with me walking around with the Q-tips before they started doing all the COVID testing. I'm like, oh boy, we were ahead of the game, I guess there. But but I think Damien just came up with a new makeup concept for me. I think we're going to be using a foam latex mask from now on, which should hold up a lot better, because we've usually had to do all my close-ups first. So if the makeup gets destroyed, it gets destroyed after we do all the close-up stuff, so we can just throw blood on it, as Damien usually says, to cover up it for the distant shots and stuff like that. That's the biggest pain in the butt with the whole makeup, would be the mouth, because it just likes to fall apart, and you just don't know from day to day what it's going to do. Some days it's not going to fall apart at all. Other days it's just constantly just falling apart, and I look like, like I've gotten like put through a meat grinder or something like that.
But for that character, it probably works.
Yeah, it does. And if we have to, fix anything, we'll like Damien. We call it going to triage, where he'll like cut up pieces of bald cap and like glue it to my my face
Okay.
and then like paint over it and stuff like that. So he's kind of like a MacGyver when it comes to, you know, anything going on wrong. We've had so many moments on set where it's not just my makeup, other things will like he'll build a prosthetic and it doesn't work the way we need it to work. He's like, he'll just go away for like 2 minutes. He's like, okay, I know how we're gonna fix it, and boom, boom, boom. It's just, the guy is a freaking genius when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Hi, this is Dee Wallace, and you're watching Without Your Head.
Hey, there's D. Wallace. Very cool. And there's the return of Tara here.
Yes.
Hey, Troy, Tara, Neal.
Anthony, what's happening, my friend?
I'm doing very good.
What's up? By the way, real quick, that was our friend Trista Robinson. We love Trista. Shout
I
out to
shaved
Trista.
today.
We may have Trista back on in the near
Looks
future.
good.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
looking good. Baby-faced Chobo here.
I know.
Baby
Wanna
face,
paint his cheek
oily.
now.
Looks
So
good.
what's
Yeah.
up?
What's up?
All is well, my friend.
What up, boy? Yeah.
What up? I'm going bowling this weekend.
There's lots of new
Whoa,
horror
that's
movies
so
coming
weird.
out
We were
this
just
weekend.
talking about bowling.
Yeah, I think I'm going
Bowling. Might win a pin.
You're going bowling, Tara?
Yeah, yeah.
I am too.
You and Anthony are gonna do the
Man,
bowl.
I feel like I'm gonna get slaughtered when we all bowl together.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
No,
doing
the
good.
worst bowler
I'm working on
around,
I'm working on
Anthony. Don't worry
2019 in
about
my memoirs.
I'll be like,
Nice.
let's just play chess instead.
No chess, only bowling.
me.
I am a big board game fan, though. I don't know if you're into board games, but
Yep.
I've got I've got horror board games. I got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game. We got the House of Thousand Corpses board game. So I'd be into when we're all together. Me, Tara, Troy, Chobo, Vagina Wrinkle. We play some board games.
All right, oh well.
Maybe during Harbor Day.
You got
Phil,
snack?
do it.
Mad game of
Cookies.
risk.
Cookies.
Cookies. You got some
Cookies.
Cookies.
We need the cookies.
Butternut scotch.
Ooh, butterscotch. Woohoo.
I like your hair, Tara.
Thank you. Do you like my haircut?
Yeah.
Yep, we're all
I
fans.
shaved and everything. I thought I was gonna keep the beard forever.
I know. I wanted you to get the big ass Gimli beard. We wanted like the giant
Yeah.
dwarf.
All right. All right.
All right. All right, Chobo, what's going on there? Someone talking to you in the background?
My mom is.
Oh, well, hello, Mama Chobo.
Hello.
My mom's. So I'm doing good. I'm studying for my acting. You know?
Really?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm not watching Impact, unfortunately. I want to go see Wuthering Heights
No,
and
you want
scream
to
at
watch
the
us. Screw
That's
him
right.
back.
I watch you guys, you know.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear.
And you got to be a vampire with us next week.
Yeah, you gotta get some fangs, maybe a little blood.
We'll do. I'm
All
gonna
right,
wear
sounds
something
good.
unique, you know.
Yes.
You can be our Renfield.
This is very questionable here by Ari Jane, my friend here on Facebook.
If you ever a lifeless
if you ever
pound,
need-
pound of flesh, look me up. Actors are a gift.
And so I was like, "You're welcome to jump on." And then she replies, "That sounded bad. I'm saying actors are. Oh, well, hold on. Yeah, I could only close my eyes and be dead flesh. That sounds very.
I'm
I
getting
thought she was gonna
a
be a
VHS
sacrifice to
tape
your
tomorrow after
birthday.
Job Club.
Oh, what are you getting? What kind of tape?
It's a classic. It's called Alien Lifespan or something like that.
I don't know
All
that
right,
one.
sounds good. Ari Jane, Tara is beautiful. Yes,
Hell
Tara.
Sarah
yeah.
is beautiful.
Thank you.
Welcome. And I think that me and somebody are reunited. I can't say who.
Uh-oh.
You're
this
beautiful to me, Anthony.
Thank
Are you going to be Troy's Valentine next week, Anthony?
Damn right he is.
Yep. I'm going to be all your
All right.
Valentines.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I like that. Yeah, Valentine's, everyone here.
And I'm sorry that someone blocked you, Neal, again.
Yeah, my Valentine. Well, hopefully this works out. If I
Yeah.
thought about this
He'll get over
earlier,
it.
And today
Yeah.
is the 30th anniversary of the Indiana screw job.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
38 years today.
I was thinking it would have been cool if I would have thought about this earlier. If like we could have got like old school Valentine cards like you give out in school. All
Yeah, I
of us
used to
could
do
sign
that. I
them.
used
We
to
could
do
have
that when
sent
I was
them
in
to
high
Tara.
school.
Tara could have signed them. We could have sent them out to the headless people out there, all signed by all four of us.
Oh,
That
we'll
I
have
was
to
saying
look
that. I was
for
saying that.
next year. Yeah, we'll
I
have
don't
to
know if
do
we
that.
Next year.
Next
we'll
year.
do
All right.
it. Valentine
We'll have to
exchange.
think
We'll
about
try
it
to
maybe for
remember
Halloween
that.
and Christmas too. Yeah.
And I'll do next year I'll like make personalized Valentines because I love making cards.
Oh, really? All
Hell
right.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like this idea.
Yeah.
I dig it.
I'll make it all gory and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw
That's
some blood on
perfect.
there.
The last two up all nights were 1-1.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Way to
Tara's
go,
so sweet
Chobo.
too. What?
Jenna Wrinkle, you're sweet.
Thank you.
You guys are all sweet. That's
You guys
what I
are all so nice.
Yeah.
I had spaghetti and meatballs tonight for dinner.
Hell yeah. Spaghetti and meatballs for Chobo.
I might get the Wendy's tomorrow.
nice.
I'm gonna make meatballs tomorrow.
Ooh,
Well, I'm gonna have Wendy's, and Sunday we're gonna have macaroni for Super Bowl.
nice.
Ooh.
Nasty
Is
Neal and I had
this weekend?
burgers today.
Oh, by the
did.
way, I saw Wonder Man. I finished it. By the way,
Oh, what'd you think? How'd you like it?
it was awesome.
Yep. I've only watched the first episode so far.
So far, it's good. So far, it's good. I've been watching. I've been watching The Beauty. I've been watching a lot. I can't wait to get OnlyFans. Maybe next week.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I need to see. Oh, I should try watch OnlyFans by next week for Valentine's show.
Valentine OnlyFans. But I'm watching
Oh, yeah,
this
good
boring NFL honors. Boo.
That wasn't good.
Christmas
Who do
is
you-
right
who
over
do you
there.
For in the Super Bowl, Anthony.
Well, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
I'm going the Patriots.
Pats.
All right.
Good man. Now you
All right.
gave Boo to that show. What do you give without your head, Anthony?
Thumbs up. Yay.
Yay.
That's the way we like it.
Yeah.
Here it is. Look at this next week. Oh, I put that in the background. instead of in front of
I
us,
like
but-
it in the background. It looks
Yeah, it's
kind of
kind of
cool.
cool.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. My goal is to buy a house one day.
Awesome, Anthony. We wish you the best.
Mhm.
Apparently, I did not save it to do it otherwise, but maybe do it this way.
Oh,
Look at that.
Wow, there it
Oh, we're
go.
covering up
Bam.
Sarah there.
Well, bam. It's all right. I'll just fill in here.
Oh,
There
there
we
we
go.
go.
Oh.
Mhm.
Now I know I'm very bad to use AI, but here we got the AI of Vampire Valentine special next week. We got Terror over here. We got cousin AJ hanging from the ceiling.
I
We
love
got
that. He's
Terrible
the man
Troy
bat.
looking completely insane.
As usual.
A very dapper Nasty Neal. I kind of like.
I
that
know.
one.
Look at you.
You
But
look, you
got
look
the
good.
blood
Oh, you
going
look
down,
good. I'm
dude.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, Mr.
Are you guys all going to wear fangs?
Oh,
Yeah, we actually
we're ready.
Mm.
we actually bought some today.
I'm going to be wearing fangs.
We need the.
I'm going to be
fang.
wearing a white and blood shirt if I can
Ooh.
find it.
I'm just gonna let my fangs grow out.
I'm kind of scared.
I never
though.
know. I might wear nothing but fangs. That might be it for me. It
So
might
with
just
no
be-
Spider-Man trailer yet, unfortunately.
Spider-Man trailer.
Spider-Man Brand New Day. No word on that yet.
We're gonna be showing some trailers here in a moment. We got a lot of cool trailers sent to us.
All right.
Have you guys been watching any of Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
No.
Yeah, we're
no.
on YouTube area. I simulcast this on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram and many sites. But yeah, I'll look up Without Your Head on YouTube area,
Mhm.
and you can chat along with these other fine folks.
Chat us up.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
we-
right.
Our episode.
Yeah, we will talk to you soon, Mr. Chobo.
All right, no
You're a
problem.
good
Bye.
man.
Anthony, we'll see you next week,
Thumbs
my
up
friend.
to Chobo.
Jobo gets a double thumbs up.
Exactly. Yeah, I never know if this is it smart to simulcast everywhere, but it must be because Aries watching on Facebook. But if you do watch it wherever, come over to the YouTube because it's easier to interact with everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So we didn't do trailers. Maybe we did a couple last week, but we got some really cool ones sent to us this week, so I did want to show them.
Let's see it.
Whoa,
I'm obsessed with these bangs.
Yeah, they look awesome.
Thank you. They hide my
Fangs
side
everywhere.
No, I think it makes you look like classic horror, like Vampira.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Aries here. Hello, Aries. See, she made it.
Hello. Hello, Aries. You're so
Go-
nice.
Up right now. This looks wild. And I've heard through the grapevine, the rumor is we're going to have this show Without Your Head, maybe interviewing some folks from this movie.
Ooh.
This is The Hermit. And it is the return to I think it's the first time he's acted in a long time. Lou Ferrigno is in this.
Oh, badass. That's awesome.
How are you feeling, Lisa? I just want to know what happened. What does the other side of hell look like?
Where are you taking us? Country bumpkin in a gas station told me about the perfect fishing spot.
Check it out. It's a pig farm.
That's how we ended up on Hugo's property.
Keep them out, Hugo. Keep them out.
Okay, Mama.
Horror and despair in upstate New York.
Hello?
What everyone wants to know is how and why.
Protect my mom from the intruders.
Who the hell are you?
I heard screams last night. 3 people are missing. They could be hurt or in danger.
Not enough meat. Too skinny.
We never waste the meat.
Never waste the meat. The Hermit.
I'm definitely down with that.
Yeah,
That's
Lou Ferrigno is a cannibalistic pig farmer.
Wow. Is that the first
we
like
have to
horror
see
movie
that.
with Lou Ferrigno?
And boom, look at this. Harry Jane just I think so.
Yeah, well, it takes
Just
a
a token of
goddess
my
to know a
appreciation.
goddess. So there. Harry
Thank you, Mary
Jane.
Jane.
Did
You're
I
so
mention-
nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's, we appreciate that a lot. The support for the show. Aries awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So wait,
Tara. Yeah, I'm glad Pepe's
Yeah,
back.
I
too.
was
This is
thinking of
very
that
fun.
too. The Betty Page connection right there.
Aw,
I
thank
agree.
you. Everyone's just so nice. I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't deserve it. If you could see me not in makeup and hair, you'd be like, is that a homeless crackhead?
That's what they usually say about me, you know.
You can be in the Hermit Part 2.
It's it. Yep.
Yeah, like, I only have 2 modes. Either I'm put together or I look like a swamp witch. There's no
Swamp Witch, I'm down with that though. I love that.
I don't know. When I don't have makeup and my hair is not done, I look crazy. Like, I don't know. Sorry to say this, but I don't know if it's like an Irish thing, but like I look crazy if my hair and makeup isn't done.
Yeah, but then you can get to say like, you gotta let it run its course, said Holly.
From Pumpkinhead. Have you ever seen
And you could be our
Pumpkinhead? Sarah?
swamp. You could be our swamp witch.
Pumpkinhead?
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead. Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's the
think
best.
a while ago I saw it.
All right. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Never
'Cause
waste
That's
the meat.
what
Yeah,
the witch says in that.
that movie has some great lines. I'm just gonna say it. Hopefully this doesn't curse the show. It looks like we're gonna have Lou Ferrigno on to talk about the movie, which I'm very excited.
That is totally awesome.
Yes. Yes.
The Hulk himself.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Can't go wrong with the cannibalistic pig farmer. Exactly. That's always been my motto.
Wait, for reals? Like he's just gonna come on?
Yeah,
I
to
hope
talk
so.
about this
That's
new movie.
awesome.
So yeah, I'm very excited. Only say what I mean. Sometimes I say mean things, but Tara is deserving of nice. Aw.
Thank you.
Agreed.
And Tara, all 3 of us will be in the upcoming Arbor Day. Tara will be the main villain.
Totally awesome.
Yes. I will be the evil cult leader.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to add in a little. You got to let it run its course. And,
Run its coals.
that's it.
So the next up is Grizzly Night.
Grizzly Night.
I believe this is about a grizzly bear.
Hey, Mom, I'm camping this weekend with Roy. I'll be safe, I promise. Give Dad a hug for me.
Well, we better book it if there's any chance of catching our dinner before sundown. What about you? Are you any good with the rock? Hey.
That's a real bear.
That's a pretty awesome bear.
We have a code 3 emergency. There's been a bear attack at Granite Park Chalet.
It was a second bear attack, a separate incident.
Two 19-year-old women 9 miles apart on the same night. What are the odds?
57 years this park's been open. Grizzlies never killed. So I guess we thought they never would.
Grizzly night. All right. I like monster. Well, not monster, but I like animal attacks.
Oh yeah, yep.
Local tech.
Give me a cool grizzly
here
bear
for a
flick.
second.
I'm a happy guy.
Animal attack.
Yeah.
I mean, this episode has been very heavy in like.
Lots
Yeah,
of
I agree.
True. Yeah.
Have either of you ever been attacked by an animal?
My own cat. I have a permanent scar. So I was
True.
12 years old. My cat Faye was up in a tree, and you know how you always say, like, jump down, I'll catch you. And she did, right on my face, and scratched my nose and my upper lip. Left a permanent. It was really bad. It was bleeding everywhere. And I left a permanent scar, which it's hard to see because I had the mustache, but permanent scar here on my upper lip. So she didn't really attack me. She was actually she trusted that I would catch her. So not necessarily attack. I don't think any other animals have ever attacked me. Honestly, for the animals seem to really like me.
Aw. What about you, Troy?
The closest I came was we were camping probably 5 years ago in New Hampshire, and in the middle of the night, the dogs were all going crazy, and we didn't know why. We thought maybe they were just barking at like a neighboring tent if somebody was doing something crazy. But in the morning, like the whole campsite was all torn up. It was either one or two bears just went through and just like they ate everything we had and just like tore up everything. It's pretty wild.
A bear?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, because you could see all the prints and everything. So the dogs were going crazy. Luckily, they were inside the tent. And
Like a black bear?
must have been black or a brown bear, I would imagine. I don't think they have grizzly. Maybe they do in New Hampshire. I'm not sure, but they they went through and they tore up like the whole campsite. And but luckily they didn't mess with the tent itself, probably because the dogs were there.
Pepe was bit by a pit bull on his left calf and almost took
Wow.
a fist-sized chunk. And it's like, wow.
Oh no. They have quite the bite, don't they?
Were you ever any animal attacks for you,
Yeah.
Sarah?
Did you ever have that?
I had 2 cat attacks.
Oh, okay.
When I was a kid, like one, I owned a cat, and I was just sitting there like petting it on my lap in the backyard, and all of a sudden the cat just like looked at me, and then it just lodged its hands into either side of my face,
Whoa.
and like its claws were like stuck in my face, like a cat's claws like get stuck in the skin,
Yep.
and I was just like, like I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why the cat decided to just lodge its claws on either side of my face. And I was like trying to like get its hands like out of my face. And then eventually I got it out and I was just like, and I have like scars on my face from the cat
Wow.
lodging its claws in my skin. And then the other time was me and my sister tried to give our cat, who was a Siamese cat, a bath. Horrible idea. A horrible idea. And we like threw it in the bath, and then it launched itself out onto my back, and it just stuck its claws into my back, and I'm all like screaming.
Damn.
But at the same time, me and my sister were kind of laughing because it was kind of funny. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like, traumatized by any of this. I'm just like, there's a cat with its claws like latched into my back. Like, what do I do? And she was like trying to get its claws out of my back. Anyways, cat attacks are no
Damn,
joke.
yeah. I've had many cats, but they
yeah.
never besides the one jump up, but like I said, it wasn't really attacking me. But so my last cat I had, Faye, I had for over 20 years. And so I would hear her outside. She'd like scratch on she was an indoor outdoor cat, and she would scratch on the outside door. I'd let her in. I'd go back to bed. She'd always sleep with me under my arm like this. And the one day she went to she's there and I'm petting her and I'm going back to sleep, and she'd always purr, but she was like purring like insanely loud. And then I felt something else. I was like, and she brought a dead mole into bed with us.
Oh.
So I was like, what this? So I went and threw it outside, and then she just looked at me like,
oh yeah, she's looking out for you. I got you something.
Yeah, like I'm never bringing you something again.
But I was with a kid like, oh God, we must have been early teens, and he got bit in the ass by a chow.
Oh wow!
And like that was Mark Gavoni, Neal, on his paper route, and he was jumping over a fence because he didn't realize. I think it must have been like payday, so he was going to collect for the paper route, and the one guy wasn't home, but the dog was, and it came running across at him, and he was jumping over a fence, and it latched onto him.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Animals. I don't know. They like raccoon. I've had, I don't know. Wild animals always like me. I've been around coyotes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Down here during the live show one night, I had chipmunks running around my feet.
That was comical. That was pretty awesome. That was your Cinderella moment.
Yeah. And then last week, I think did I mention this on the show? I woke up. I woke up. I'm scrolling my phone, like you do before you actually get out of bed, and I could hear something. And I looked up, and there was this little bird sitting on my chest on top of the comforter over me, just looking at me. And I look up, and he just kind of moves his head like this. And I was like, whoa! And then he started flying around. If I wouldn't have done anything, I think I could just picked him up. And so I didn't want to hurt him or anything. So I ended up opening the windowsill, and he flew out eventually. But
oh God, it's probably like 3 degrees outside.
It was a little. I think it was a chickadee.
Oh wow.
Very
Oh,
cute.
I wish I could wake up to a little bird.
I know, that's pretty awesome. Just ta-da.
That's cute.
So Neal's gonna have like little critters follow him around doing like chores for him,
Yeah. I should have. I'm gonna cast them all in for Arbor Day.
The mice are gonna be sweeping the floor and stuff.
Oh, and the neighbor's cat Gus used to get. So he was missing, and I thought I actually heard a cat meowing, and I thought, but I don't know. We don't have it. We haven't have a cat now. And then in my mailbox there was a flyer for this missing cat, the neighbor's cat Gus. And I was like, wait a minute. So I went down here where I do the show. I hadn't done the show for a while, and Gus somehow got in the basement, and so I got him out, brought him home, brought him to the house, and apparently Gus has this thing where he can get into stuff, but he can't get out. So, he would get in the neighbor's shed, but he couldn't get it back out. He's a big fat orange cat, looks like a real life Garfield. And then he kept getting down in the basement here. I did figure out how there was a broken window, so I covered it up, and so he doesn't get down here anymore. But after a while, I think he would come to visit me. He would just come and get in the basement. But I still see him outside sometimes.
I think I've told you before about my cousin in Canada who's on Wikipedia for coy wolf attacks in North America.
Oh, wow. No.
So, coy wolves are, and I could be wrong because at this point I haven't looked it up in a while, so correct me if I'm wrong, everybody. But it's like coyote wolf hybrid. And they brought them in to take care of the fox population on Cape Breton Island in Canada, which is where all my dad's family's from. And she was walking home from school one day, and this coy wolf like popped out of the woods and like attacked her and like scratched her face and stuff and was like literally trying to eat her. And there was like a pack nearby. And then like a motorcyclist stopped the attack. And it's like literally on Wikipedia for coy wolf attacks in North America.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, coy wolves, no joke.
Yeah, I don't know. Ari said something about apples for wolves, and then she said, "I'm making no sense right now. My cousin gave me an Ambien, and I'm
No sense, my cousin gave me an Ambien. This is a great way to be wrong. I've never taken Ambien, but you know, maybe it's amazing. I've never taken a lot of pills. I used to take Adderall like back in the day, but I stopped taking it because it made me feel like a crackhead.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically straight edge.
Yeah, I take ibuprofen maybe like once a month. And that's about it for pills for me.
Nothing wrong with that then.
This
But
is
really bad, so I'm no saint.
Bone Keeper.
Ooh.
Bone
What is this?
Life could be spread by meteorites from one part of the universe to another.
That's the guy from
This
Raiders
is
of the Lost
the site
Ark.
of the impact crater.
Yep.
Several 100,000
And
years
he
ago.
played Gimli too.
Yeah.
I feel like she's here. And you're here for
I
the
haven't
night.
seen him in a long
You must not go into those caves.
Oh, we got him. Oh,
Come out
damn. This
alive.
looks cool.
Okay, this is it. Ready?
Yeah.
Ladies first. Just kidding.
Wheeler's footage made it out. That Super 8 film he took in '76.
I processed it with my own hands. That's why I know it's real. This is what he saw. Holy shit was that? Where did it come from?
You really think it's a creature?
What is that?
There are hundreds of caverns under there, maybe thousands.
We're lost, Ethan.
That is
go this
something I would never do in my life.
No. Oh my God.
Fresh.
Ethan? Nick, if that's you guys, this isn't...
Ooh. I'm liking this critter, whatever it is.
Yeah,
The monster looks
movies,
all right to me.
spelunking. Okay, Bone
TikTok,
Keeper.
you fat fuck!
I am 100% into Bone Keeper.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely down with that one.
That looks good. Yeah.
Yep, I'll go see that one.
Bone Keeper. Yeah, we were into that. This next one is World Breaker, which is Brad Anderson, who directed The Machinist. Who I interviewed him the other day, but we can't post it until later in the month. But this is his movie.
This world has been broken by an enemy we did not yet understand. It's not easy surviving out here. We have to be careful. We have to be smart.
Hey! No, stop!
They're all out there. Together we're gonna slay every single breaker. And the world won't be broken anymore.
Huh. Now playing, is that true?
Yeah, it had a limited theatrical release, and then it's on video on demand on the 20th.
Oh,
So they want
okay.
me to post
Wow.
the interview on the 20th when it comes on video D. I like the movie a lot. I got to see a screener of it.
It looks really cool. Like,
So
I'm
I
definitely
recommend
intrigued.
it. Yeah, it's post-apocalyptic, but not zombie stuff. You know, it's monsters taking over the world. I liked it a lot. It was really good.
Was that other
Water
guy,
Horse.
John
I don't
Rhys
know what.
Davies? Is that his name? The guy from
Luke.
Raiders? No, the guy from
Oh,
Raiders of the
yeah,
Lost Ark.
yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
This is Water Horse. I'm not sure what this
Police
is.
or emergency?
Yeah, emergency, please. My wife, she's just gone under the water.
Okay, can I get a location, sir?
Yeah, we're at Lake Chaff.
Welcome to this Oz Mystery Special. Tonight we're discussing an intricate chain of events that we now believe are in fact all connected. When I was 10, my family went to Lake Chaff. My mum walked into the water, and then she was gone.
The people are going missing all over Australia. No one's even talking about it.
They say the townspeople are in the lake.
When you pay disrespect to someone else's home, this is what happened, and the land is our home.
Clara, did you see this woman? Clara!
Police have confirmed the names of 2 missing individuals.
They didn't listen.
Until we find his body here alive. She's this witch doctor thing. I don't know.
What was that?
I'm glad we came.
Do you believe in curses?
Many cultures from around the world have a history of belief in curses.
It's water.
Water. He even looked like me, didn't he?
I told you to turn that off!
All right.
Wow, I
That
want to
looks
see
cool,
all
too.
of these so far. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So this is the last one, I think, for the night. But this one is a Valentine's horror movie that's coming out. Dead Lover. This looks really
You might
cool.
be asking yourself, what is this lady doing? Well, I'm a grave digger. But no one will come near me because I stink. Scump of a girl.
Dump of a girl.
Oh, I need a lover.
There are some things in life worth more than just carnal pleasure.
Gravedigger.
I want to shower in your rot. I want to pick up a piece of your poo and eat it like a banana.
Oh my god.
That might be
I
the
think we ha-
sweetest thing I've ever heard.
I think this is a movie we have to watch.
Oh, yeah.
You don't let him go. Not even death can
That's an awesome quote.
Say you love me and say you need me. That's hard. Never stop loving.
Gravedigger.
Damn.
I need to see that movie.
Yes, I'm kind
Yeah.
of in love with that one.
That might be like our next fuck my
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah.
That could be
I
the
think
next
we have to
one.
find that one.
All right.
I think we should watch that one together, maybe.
Yeah, we got to track that one down.
I
And
think
you know
so.
AJ would
Yeah.
be down with
Well-
that one too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was one they emailed. They just emailed me about it before we went live, and so I added it to the thing. And I'm gonna tell them that we'd be into doing having a screener and doing interviews for it.
Oh hell yeah, yep.
Yes.
I want to see all of those that we saw like the trailers for. They all look really good.
We got. I like doing so many different kinds of movies, but that one
big
definitely
time.
looks like.
The one in the cave looked wicked spooky. Like I can't wait.
Yeah,
to see that one.
Bone Keeper looks really good too. Yeah, and the one with Lou Ferrigno.
Oh yeah, that one looks tremendous too.
Hello.
And that one with John Reddy. We can't.
How you doing?
That one.
Is Ari going to join us on our trek to New Orleans that we're all going to go on?
How you doing?
What's up, Ready Boy? Johnny
I got my
Cage.
own computer, my nighttime computer back. You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear
We're
you.
all going to New Orleans.
Yep.
Cool.
Gonna get some food.
Need to feast on someone's blood.
I bought this ukulele in Woodstock. One day I'll learn how to play it.
Whoa.
But, I have no idea how to play it. I just pretend.
I bet you could find some
Yeah,
kind of
I was looking at
YouTube video or
yeah.
something.
Woodstock.
Speaking of YouTube videos, Nasty Neal, is there anything for the Vampire Lestat? Like, is there a trailer for it? Because I'm not sure when it starts.
Oh, yeah, there would be.
Because I can't wait for it. It looks so good. Yeah. The third series or the third season of Interview is going to be the Vampire Lestat. And it looks so great. And I love the guys in the series are so good.
Oh, yeah. Extended first look at the only problem they might say no if we play it on here.
Those bastards.
Yeah. But you can look it up for people out there, Vampire Lestat. I need to catch up.
I
I've
can't
not
recommend
watched
it highly enough, because the first 2 seasons of Interview were just fantastic.
Yeah, I need to watch him.
I think you guys would dig him.
I tried it.
You weren't into it? No.
I could try again. My attention span is fucked up.
Well,
that's the problem right there.
There wasn't
it
enough.
Might not be that I don't like it. Just I am.
There wasn't enough man-on-man vampire sex for.
Well,
there's quite a bit of that, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but what's enough, right?
Yeah, Anne Rice didn't care. She was good with it.
What's on your shirt?
By the way, not that guy.
Me?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
I called dibs on Redfield.
The spiritual meat grinder.
All
what
right,
the hell is that?
It's from this artist named Gianni.
I'm into it. I like the spiritual meat grinder.
I bought this at her concert.
Oh,
She's
nice.
from Australia. She has
sweet.
stuff on the sleeves.
Oh,
yeah, it's a cool shirt. I like.
I dig the shirt too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only available at her concert, and she sings really cool music, and I wore really cool makeup to the concert, and it was really small, and she went to reach for me, and then she accidentally stabbed Larry in the face with her nails. It's really
I
funny.
hate to laugh, but yeah.
It is funny, and she's all woo! She visibly was
he's blood spirit.
Yeah,
she tried to reach out to do something dramatic and then stabbed him in the head, and he's all
cut his jugular.
and I'm just all
He used to have 2 eyes, but
yeah. So that is the story behind the shirt.
What were you talking, Ludite, when I interrupted you? I'm
Renfield.
Renfield.
I called him.
I'm a fan of Renfield.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Renfield's the best character in the original.
For me.
Yeah. Great.
Especially in the first Dracula, there's nobody better.
Literature that I know of.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the best written character ever in literature of all of literature.
Yeah.
Well, for me,
fuck Shakespeare. He's got nothing on Renfield.
It was kind of funny, Neal, you have to admit, when we were interviewing Luc Besson,
Yeah.
you're all, why wasn't like, did you ever have Renfield in it? He's like, who's Renfield?
Wow.
So awkward.
That's
and it's like,
classic.
like you thought.
I think it's best I missed some of that guy's interview. I think I would have blown a cork. No offense.
Yeah. And you're like, oh yeah, never mind. We don't have to talk about him. Who is he? And you're like, he's the guy. Like,
I wasn't here for it all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, this
That's
man
awesome.
made a Dracula movie. He doesn't know who Renfield.
yeah, like,
Think he was messing with you?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It was
Yeah, you
very
never
dry
know.
though, so it was very funny.
yeah, like I'm sure he was messing, but at the same time, that was really funny.
I bet he wasn't messing with you.
Yeah, he said that when I asked him too about like why, like, you know, there's all these versions of Dracula, you know, what made you decide to make one? He's like, I never watched any other Dracula movie.
That's awesome, though. That's real perfect.
Yeah.
No.
No. I never watched another Dracula movie.
It was a great experience to be part of the press for that day, but
Yeah.
it was really pushed back. So Tara and I, it was like a couple hours before we actually got to the interview.
No
So
way, really?
we were texting each
Wow.
other, and we were just gonna do the interview with a really fake French accent.
That would have
But we
been
decided-
tremendous. I would have loved that.
We decided not to.
Sacre bleu! What did you think of
Mon
me?
Oh,
Omelette du fromage.
Exactly, right. That's one of my favorite episodes of Dexter's Lab was the omelette du fromage.
That's all you can
All right.
say.
Oh, God.
Peanut butter. What
You know nothing.
Curly Bear, yeah, that's one of my alter egos that you may not know about is Curly Bear. It's my my hip hop
Guys, I gotta run. So
See you, Troy.
thank you for the great show. It was a wonderful time.
I
And I'll
also
see you
do.
crazy vampires
gonna-
next week.
All right, well, it's good to see you tonight. Do you have any parting words before we head out?
Watch a movie called Scare Me. It's
Okay.
It's a neat movie. Scare Me.
All right, yeah, we'll check that out.
It's on Shudder.
All right, yeah, I'm a big fan of Shudder, so and check out Solve It this April on Shudder. It's the first movie I produced that will be on Shudder. I'm very excited. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Curly Bear for life. Thank you. Yeah, from my I feel weird even saying the name of my song here with all these nice people, but until next time, who knows? We may pop up this weekend. I don't know, but we'll definitely be back Thursday with the Vampire Valentine special. I need some lights back here because I've got all this Valentine tinsel up here, but I don't know if you can see it so well. And there's like hearts and everything going on, but
I've seen them and I think they're lovely. And
thank you.
I didn't know there was Valentine tinsel.
yeah, there is. It's gonna be vampires.
Exactly, vampire. It's gonna be a good time.
You have to be there, Ludite.
I'm gonna do my best.
Do it.
All right.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Till next
Thank you,
time, this is
everyone.
Nasty Neal.
Bye.
This is Tara Hutchison.
That's Ludite. This is Without.
Oh, sorry.
More.
I'm me.
Head.